Now launching the dumbest radio show in America. Welcome to Common Man and T-Bone.
This is who we're talking about. These sickos are who we're getting. I do declare, how do you say that about my family? Shut up, you rich a-holes. No one cares. You're stupid.
I gotta get a tiny
Jason
man.
Kelsey's stupid too, bro. We're all stupid.
They're all dumb.
Admit that we're all dumb, and your dumb is our dumb, and we're all dumb. As you go bid on horse goo. Sploosh.
Featuring Panama Ted.
Too hot.
Timmy Hall.
I will rub one on my face.
And a collection of profane noises.
Coach?
No, Dom.
I'm a genetic freak, and I'm not normal.
I want me some glory hole.
I'll keep it in the room.
Stop breathing. It used to be a lot longer.
The numbers don't lie.
This is Stupid. This is Man and Bone.
Happy Friday. Welcome in. Hello, Bone.
Hello, man.
I got to tell you, it's officially summer.
Yeah? Why is that?
Officially summer because I walked upstairs.
Uh-huh.
All the fancy people that shower and wear clothes and sell things up there.
Yeah. All the suits.
There's not anybody up there.
All the suits left.
It was like a tumbleweed.
Yeah.
Just rolled right past me. They're all gone. Half day
right.
Friday.
Yeah, we're back to summertime. I was telling some of the people that we work with in the digital department here that just get used to it because for the next 3 months here, this is what happens. You would think we work at a school because there are so many days I come in here and it is like 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Tuesday and it's like no one's here. Everyone's gone.
Today was the kid's last day of first grade.
Congrats on that.
Yeah.
That's great.
She made it through. She loved it, as I knew that she would. She's sad to leave.
Yeah?
Not my kid.
That's good.
I mean, she didn't take after me. Took after her mother.
Well, that's what you want, though. You want her to be
Absolutely.
happy to go to school,
Absolutely.
excited for school.
She has a wonderful school and a wonderful teacher, and she's made great friends, and she's upset about it. But I said, we got vacation coming up next week. We get to walk around Disney World when it's 99 degrees with 100% humidity, and that's the place where dreams come true.
That's right.
My dream is going to be kill me now.
Are you excited to watch your shoes melt into the
my
blacktop there?
God.
Because that just seems like...
I have a pit in my stomach now.
Do you really?
Yes, just thinking about this.
Not nervous excitement. It's just dread.
No, it's
pure dread.
It's dread.
I'm sorry, buddy. The weather could toy with both of us this weekend because on Sunday, I'm going to the Indy 500, and the forecast, depending on where you look, I'm following a lot of different meteorologists all of a sudden, try to get the best accurate weather. But I'll tell you, what they're saying right now is big chance of rain throughout the day on Sunday. And if you don't know how Indy cars work, they know likey the rain.
Do they race in the rain?
Not on ovals. Not with the pole speed for this race. And I want to remind you, this track is flat with basically 90-degree turns. The pole sitter is his average speed for the entire 4-lap run is 234 miles an hour. They don't put those cars on water. They have racing slicks. There's no tread on those tires. So, yeah, this could be an Indy 500 where it gets shortened by rain, or possibly they have to postpone it till Monday. Haven't seen that in the last few years. I've been to the last few, had perfect weather for it. I'm hoping something changes between now and then.
Now, years back, this was the case. Tell me if it still is. We were talking to a friend of ours who we know in Indianapolis, longtime media guy there by the name of Greg Rakestraw, okay? And Greg has done a lot. He's hosted local shows there. He's hosted the Indy 500 on the radio. He's done it all. He was saying years ago that unless they sell every single ticket, which is what, like 350,000?
If not more. I mean, they count all the capacity of that place, which includes like the infield. They have a concert during the race. They have
it's
unbelievable. They have a massive. I think it borders on 400,000.
All right, let's say it's 400,000 people. He was saying unless they sell every single ticket, it is blacked out locally on television to the Indianapolis audience, which I think is just so wild. And he was saying that for the radio broadcast, they'll do like an 80 share.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody's listening to it on the radio.
Well, there are a lot of people in the stands who will have a radio with them, either headphones, listening on their app or whatever. And then, yes, there will be people at home who just, like, a lot of locals don't go. Not that, I mean, plenty do, But a lot of locals in Indianapolis are like, yeah, I've been. I went when I was a kid, or I've been a bunch of times as an adult. I'm just going to sit at home, avoid all the traffic, and then.
But you can't even watch the race at home.
No, but you listen on the radio. It's like a traditional thing there. But you're right. I actually just looked this up. This is from, let me see. This was published 2 days ago in the Indianapolis, whatever, the paper where the creepy guy who was telling Caitlin Clark, you and me, leather, whatever.
Greg Doyle?
Yeah, Indy Star. That's
Indy Star.
Yeah. They said, what's the latest on the Indy 500 blackout? You like that?
You and me, leather.
Right, yeah. The Indy 500 blackout, according to IMS President Doug Bowles, the track is projected to have at least 345,000 fans, 15,000 more than last year. The remaining grandstand tickets are in turns 3 and 4, and they have about 5,000 left before they would call it a sellout. Thus, if it's a sellout, they don't black out the race. So, unless 5,000 tickets have been sold, which could be, I mean, a lot of people.
What's the race on? ABC? Fox?
Yes, I believe it's ABC, ESPN.
Teddy?
One of the two.
It's usually the last couple of years in NBC.
Oh, no, NBC. That's right. It switched over to NBC. You're right, Ted.
I mean, I know Indianapolis is not New York, but wouldn't it benefit them to just buy the remaining tickets just so they can have the race on in the home market on television?
Yeah. Maybe Mattress Mac can do that.
That's
or
right.
the Indiana Mattress Mac.
Yeah. Well, the guy who runs, we talked about this, the guy who runs Indianapolis Motor Speedway, the guy whose job it is to make that decision is Roger Penske. I mean, he could just buy up to 5,000 seats and call it a day if he wants to.
I don't understand blackout stuff. I never have. I never will. I've lived here for almost 21 years now, but I grew up in Chicago, and when I first got here, everybody assumed I was a Chicago Blackhawk fan. The reality is I grew up not caring about hockey at all because the Blackhawks had terrible ownership back then. It was old man Wirtz. Now his dumb kids run it. But it was old man Wirtz, and he refused to put any games on local television, like broadcast television.
Yeah.
Like right. even White Sox games were on WGN, which was antenna for us. We didn't get all of them.
I don't understand.
But they had some White Sox games on GN, they had some Bulls games on GN, and they had all the Cubs games on GN. The Blackhawks never did any business with them. All of their games were on cable. And when I say all of their games were on cable, the away games. The home games were not allowed to be on TV, whether they were sold out or not. Because he thought if I put games on TV, no one will buy a ticket to come see the game. The reality is everybody in my generation just grew up not caring about the Chicago Blackhawks because we never saw them on TV.
Out of sight, out of mind.
We were never exposed to them. So my father was in love with hockey when he was a kid. So he was a Blackhawk fan. I moved here really with no hockey allegiance whatsoever. Yeah. And that's why I adopted the Blue Jackets, because obviously I'm here, I do this job, and now I've been suffering with them for the past 20-plus years.
Yeah, again, blackouts, I understand maybe like 50, 60 years ago, the idea of a very big event maybe being blacked out.
There's no place for blackouts now. They shouldn't exist.
No, they shouldn't. And I think it's almost something now where, like, you have to remember, people who run places like the Indy 500, like Roger Penske, he's a very traditional guy, like old school. So he is probably of the same mindset, kind of thinking, now maybe I'm wrong, but I think a lot of the people who still are involved there at the Indy 500 say, yeah, we don't want to risk it. We don't want to risk people not buying these tickets. And we'll see what the weather does. If the weather gets better, I'm sure they'll sell it out because people will come out if it's a nice day. But what's
the percentage, to your point, you've been there, you don't live in Indy.
No.
You travel there. I'm guessing 80% of the people who go to this race don't live locally. You're still going to get these people coming in.
Yeah, I mean, it's stupid, right? I mean, people travel from all over the world to come to this race. So the race is on all over the world. So you're going to black it out in like Milan so that the guy who's going to travel from Italy to watch it. By the way, I blew your mind with an Indianapolis Motor Speedway stat earlier.
You have to tell everybody about this because obviously it holds 400,000 people. You know it's a big place.
Yeah.
But you don't realize how big it is until you put it in perspective like this.
Indianapolis Motor Speedway is well over 100 years old, and it is a 2.5-mile track. The front and back stretch alone are close to a mile in length each. Okay. I think they're like 0.85 or 0.89 miles, something like that. So here are all the places, stadiums, things, buildings, structures that could fit in to the acreage of the Indy 500 infield. The Yankee Stadium, the full stadium could fit in there, along with the White House, Liberty Island, where the Statue of Liberty is, the Roman Colosseum.
This is not independently.
No.
All these together, all these things would fit in.
All of them combined. The Rose Bowl, Churchill Downs, the Taj Mahal, and a little place called Vatican City. Not the Vatican, not just a temple, not like one structure of the Vatican. The entire Vatican City complex could all fit inside. It is 200, whatever the number, I think it's 245 acres inside that space. 245 acres is what that covers. All those things I just mentioned, when you add them all together, cover 244 acres. So you'd have an acre of land left over. If you could, now again, they probably don't all fit geometrically, but the actual acreage of the land, if you divided it all up, it could all fit inside there.
How many acres do we think Disney World is?
I have no idea. That's a great question. I'm going to say it's smaller than that.
What did you say that was?
245, I believe. 245
acres?
Yeah.
Disney World? 27,000 acres.
Okay, I'm very wrong.
27,000
They're probably
acres.
counting
it's everything, not just the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, okay.
All the property they have.
That makes way more sense. I thought you just meant the Magic Kingdom.
Disneyland.
I just thought you meant the Magic Kingdom.
Yeah, Disneyland is just the one thing.
Yeah, it's right
500 acres.
That's still massive. That's 2 Indy 500. That's 2 Indianapolis Motor Speedways. That, again, having been there, that's a lot of land.
All right, well, Godspeed, my friend. I hope it doesn't rain on you.
Well, if it does, it's all right. I got
one of these
a rain
days.
jacket.
I'm going to get out there.
You're invited.
Hang out with you.
You're invited next year. I personally invite you now to next year to go with me.
If Teddy wants to go, then we'll all go. Teddy?
If the common man's going, then I'll go.
If Teddy goes, I go.
Look at this. Look at the two of you just wriggling so close to that line.
If Teddy goes, I'll go.
Of coming over and saying, let's go.
We got a whole year to discuss it.
Yeah.
I will also tell you, last thing, you've got to follow one account this weekend. If nothing else, go follow the Indy. It's INDY, Indy 500 Picks, PICS, Indy 500 Picks on Twitter. It's only active for this week, and it's all pictures of people in various levels of drunken and disorderly behavior.
Nice.
From the Indy 500. Infield, the camping lots, debauchery ensues. It's high levels of comedy / tragedy. But hey, tragedy plus time equals comedy, so that's where we are.
College sports forever changed. We'll talk about it next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Watch out for an accident if you're on Roberts Road at Walcott Road. And we also have another crash on South High Street, just south of Frank Road, causing some delay. This report is sponsored by eBay Motors. eBay Motors is here for the ride with the parts you need at the prices you want. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they're guaranteed to fit your ride the first time, every time, or your money back. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only, exclusions apply. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
O'Reilly. Extend the life of your engine with regular oil changes and save at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Right now, pick up 5 quarts of O'Reilly full synthetic motor oil and a MicroGuard oil filter for $31.99. Or upgrade to a MicroGuard Select filter for just $2 more. Limit supply available in-store only at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Instant classics are exciting, but true legends have impact over time, like how Plant Moran has been counted on by companies and clients for the past 100 years. Counted on for advice by the workwear brand you zip up every day. Counted on for guidance by the zoos and aquariums inspiring the next generation. Counted on for a holistic approach by those growing, protecting, and sharing their wealth. From accounting to tax, consulting to wealth management, we're built year after year on the stories and success we help others achieve. Here's to the next 100 years of Plant Moran. Count on us.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save with a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorrento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. 1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Bobby Carpenter once sold workout equipment on QVC Canada. There's no joke here. That actually happened. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekdays starting at 6.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. What's the difference? Basically, the name. Direct Auto offers savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, just like you're used to, which means you never have to make trade-offs when it comes to paying for car insurance. So don't even think about carpooling to work with Talkative Ted. It's time to stop compromising and keep driving with Direct Auto. Get a free quote at directauto.com or call 1-877-GO-DIRECT. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Two guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same two guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Download the free Upside app to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code GIFT for an extra 25 cents per gallon on your first fill-up. That's promo code GIFT.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
We're going to be tracking a sunny day out there today with highs around 83. Saturday, look for a few pop-up showers, high 82. Sunday, look for widespread heavy rain, but it holds off until Sunday night. The daytime hours on Sunday should be relatively dry, high 84. Memorial Day, looks like we'll have clouds in the morning, sun in the afternoon, high 78. I'm meteorologist Dylan Robichaud on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The only thing scarier than Bones' analogies is man's browser history.
I'm sorry, man. I thought you want to see this.
This is Common Man and T-Bone.
Bone, let me tell you about my friends at Universal Windows Direct. If you're in the market for new windows, you have lots of options out there. So why choose Universal Windows Direct? Well, first of all, they've hired me to tell you about them.
Yes, that
means they have excellent taste.
Right.
But they've also got just tremendous deals. How about this? 0% financing for 60 months. 60 months. That's 5 years. Now, restrictions apply because they always do. So if you haven't paid your mortgage in 2 years, they're probably going to look at that and say, I don't know if we could do this for you. But everybody else, you're in the clear. Upgrading your windows with Universal Windows Direct means extra protection from the elements, a consistent temperature in your home, increased energy efficiency, and reduced heating and cooling costs, plus a quieter and more comfortable home. Call them today, 614-502-5220. For every 2 windows you buy, you get the next 2 free. Also, there's no limit. So if you buy 4, you get 4 free. If you buy 20, you get 20 free. Wow. Yes. It's buy one, get one, essentially. Wow. For the last windows you'll ever need, go to UWD.com. Also, maybe YouTube is not your thing. Maybe you're saying, man, you guys got faces for the radio. I don't want to watch you.
We agree with that.
I agree with you completely. However, if you're a big-time fan of the show, you got to pop in the chat on the YouTube live stream and just check out all the degenerates that are in there every single day. And I say that with a badge of honor because now not only do we have like husbands in there, we got husbands and wives.
Well,
Downtown Dad and Downtown Mom.
Downtown Dad tweeted us yesterday during Name That Hole Thursday. Not as opposed to Name That Hole Friday or Name That Hole Tuesday. Name That Hole Thursday. And he had said a scenario about him and his wife arguing over cable installation at a place they are going to purchase. They're in contract to purchase.
But there's no closing date.
But there's no closing date. Anyway, they had this long, drawn-out discussion and argument, and so he asked us to name that hole. And we gave our verdict and whatever. You can listen to that from yesterday's show. But today on the chat on YouTube, Downtown Dad is always in there. Now Downtown Mom has jumped in. So now they're going back and forth on the chat, and I think this is all great.
Pop in the chat. Say hello. Everybody's friendly in there.
Yeah.
And for the most part, they all like the show.
I think, yeah, for the most part.
I mean,
we
can't bat 1,000.
No, we're not, and we're never going to. It's
go
okay.
to youtube.com, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button. So it's official. The NCAA and air quotes Power 5 schools, because I saw, the Pac-12, they're the last ones to sign on the dotted line. Who is the Pac-12?
Yeah, 2 schools? What does that even mean?
I don't know.
All right, don't join.
But they have agreed to a deal that will let schools pay players. They have settled this big antitrust lawsuit for $2.7 billion. That is billion with a B. So here's what we know. And Notre Dame's involved in this too, because, of course, we have to mention them. All these schools now will work in the next 10 years to distribute this money evenly. What does this mean for the long-term future of collegiate athletics? No one really seems to know. They know they're going to pay out this money. They know this is the start of a new era, but nobody's quite sure how this is going to actually look.
Well, it seems like a lot of people near the power structures and in the power structures of college sports seem to view this as a thing that leads them toward the NCAA getting back into the game. Like they are looking at this and saying, now that this settlement is done, we need Congress to pass laws that give the NCAA power over the NILs.
Yeah.
And we need the NCAA to be in charge of approving everything, including player deals. And I thought this was a telling statement. So the outgoing president of Notre Dame is the Reverend John I. Jenkins. Okay. He issued a statement about this. In part, he said, to save the great American Institute, first of all, he said, this is a necessary step to preserve what otherwise would be, we would go bankrupt as college
We don't
athletics.
want to do it, but we have to do it.
Yeah. He said, this is necessary. We have to do it even though we don't like it. Here's the statement that I'm focusing on, though. To save the great American institution of college sports, Congress must pass legislation that will preempt the current patchwork of state laws, establish that our athletes are not employees, but students seeking college degrees, your laugh here, and provide protection from further antitrust lawsuits that will allow colleges to make and enforce rules that will protect our student athletes and help ensure competitive equity among our teams. Let me translate that for you. We don't want to make these guys employees, guys and gals of the school, and we want protection from the Congress to say, we know this is antitrust. It looks very much like antitrust. However, much like we've carved out places for the NFL, Major League Baseball, NHL, et cetera, to not be antitrust, we're also going to do that for the NCAA. Mm-hmm. That's essentially what he's saying. What I find odd about that is he wants the structure that protects the NFL, but he does not want to be the NFL. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's a sentiment that's going around college athletics right now. We want all the legal protections of pro sports, but we don't want to actually professionalize the sports to the level that we just call this what it is and employ the players to represent our schools.
We'll see how this happens, man. I don't know how they're going to draw it up. I don't know how much government's going to get involved, but I'm with you. They're going to get involved because essentially what the NCAA has said is, all right, we're going to pay our penalty. We're going to take our medicine, pay our almost $3 billion. And now we've done our side. You got to do your side.
Yeah.
And help us out. Help us organize this entire thing.
Right. I can tell you this. The college administrators very much do not like the idea that they have to bow down to the for lack of better, like I'll just throw this name out because he's been well known in the donor circle around here, like the Brian Schottensteins of the world. They don't want to have to deal with those guys. They want to deal with them, but they don't want them to be dictating who they pick up in the transfer portal. They want to deal with
them the way they've dealt with them in the past.
Yeah, we'll put your name on a building, put your name on a library.
You're influential. We need you, but
you don't talk to the football coach. The football coach doesn't have to take your call at 3 in the morning.
You're not going on recruiting Zoom meetings with us.
Right. So that'll be very interesting because how does politics work? Typically, it's the big rich people in whatever state, zip code, district you're in. They tend to get the ear of the politicians quite often. Well, you're going to have rich presidents and university, state-run institutions that are going to be saying, down with this NIL thing. Let's get these collectives under NCAA guidance. And then you're going to have the collectives who have billionaires saying, hey, wait a second. We like being collectives. We want to be able to do that stuff. Now, how that shakes out for a local politician that's off to Congress, I don't know.
Yeah.
Depends on which one of them has a louder voice in their ear, but don't be mistaken. All those parties that I just mentioned will be talking to their representatives in Congress about what should be done.
All right, we have some significant news coming up next. I think maybe some important news for the Blue Jackets that we'll discuss. They could be getting close to hiring a general manager. And I'm kind of burying the lead here, but I don't know how to say this delicately. T-Bone murdered someone today.
I did not murder someone today.
T-Bone murdered someone today. Someone is dead because of T-Bone, a human being.
Don't try to loop me in with your thought crimes are not my thought crimes, my friend.
I had people texting me and texting the burner phone saying T-Bone is a murderer. We will explain it coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a few minute delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71, and be aware of an accident on westbound Polaris Parkway at East Powell Road. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce. Look out for Put-in-Bay, the island getaway you've been waiting for. Be it a day or a weekend, you can enjoy all sorts of shops, dining, and entertainment. Plan your perfect trip today at visitputinbay.com. Have a nice day at Put-in-Bay. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Men, this is Jeff for Tri-State Men's Health. And you've heard me talk a lot about how treating low testosterone can improve your sleep, your workouts, your energy levels, and more. But today I want to talk to you about your sex drive, because low testosterone can have a significant impact on your desire for intimacy. It can even be a factor in erectile dysfunction. And if you're in a relationship or wanting to be in a relationship, a low sex drive could really be a problem. The good news is that if you're like most guys, treating your low testosterone could really change the way you feel about sex, giving you back the flame and desire that is so important when you love someone. So if you're feeling sluggish and tired, if you're not sleeping well, if your workouts aren't that great, and most of all, if your sex drive is more like a putt, make an appointment at Tri-State Men's Health and have your testosterone levels checked. Your initial visit is only $99 and includes blood work and a medical consult. And if you start on testosterone the day of your appointment, your visit is free. Call 800-900-9654 or go to tristatemenshealth.com. We have 6 offices across the tri-state area to serve you.
Hollywood Lights. Set sail with excitement at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Saturday, May 25th, you could be the lucky winner of a 7-day, all-expenses-paid Caribbean cruise for 2. Not a sailor? No problem. Opt for $15,000 in cold hard cash instead. Play your favorite slots and table games throughout May to earn entries. More details at HollywoodColumbus.com. Remember, your adventure awaits at Hollywood Casino Columbus. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966.
Everyone has that one goal. That thing they want to prove. Not to other people, but to themselves. Then, right when you think you could actually do it, cancer. And that goal is still within reach. I would know. I'm about to run my first ever marathon with my 2 best friends. 3 years after having cancer.
At least we look good in these shorts.
Woo! Let's get it, guys. You, keep making plans.
Visit ohiohealth.com/keep making plans to learn more.
Attention weekend warriors. Fan Sports Saturday has moved to 10 a.m. Join Eric Reeser and Tyvis Powell as they dive into popular topics like the Buckeyes and Tyvis's liquid diet.
Saturdays from 10 to 1.
The Fan.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
The Sign and Drive Green Tag event continues, offering 0% for 84 months with no money down on a John Deere compact utility tractor with loader. Limited time offer. Visit your local Ag Pro today. Offer ends May 31st, 2024. Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details.
Boating season is finally here, and Buckeye Lake Marina is your go-to destination for all your on-the-water needs. With the largest inventory in Central Ohio, we've got a boat for everyone. So come on down and find your next dream boat at Buckeye Lake Marina. The good life, the lake life, starts at Buckeye Lake Marina.
It's the Kia Summer Sticker Sales Event. So give your friends something to look at and make this a summer to share and save. With a capable Kia SUV like the Sorento, Sportage, Seltos, or Telluride, or a powerful sedan like the fun-to-drive Forte, each backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited warranty. And for a limited time, get 1.9% APR for 48 months for well-qualified buyers and $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged 2024 Sportage and Sorento models. Kia, movement that inspires.
Call 800-333-4KIA for details. Financing for 24 to 48 months from Kia Finance, subject to credit approval for purchase of a new 2024 Sportage or Sorento. Excludes hybrids and PHEVs. $21.65 per month per 1,000 financed at 48 months. $1,000 bonus cash on specially tagged models must be applied as down payment. Must take delivery by 7/8/24. Limited inventory. Warranty is a limited powertrain warranty. See retailer for details.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Dumb is the only language these two are fluent in. You're listening to Man and Bone.
Hey, Teddy, before we talk about murder, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you go down and get Jen Winters and tell her to come down here so I can talk to her?
Okay.
Okay.
All right, thank
you want her in my studio?
Yeah,
or
just sit her up with the microphone over there.
All right.
I just have something to ask her.
Okay.
It's Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. You can also get in the YouTube chat. All our friends are there. All right, before we do Blue Jacket stuff, let's talk about murder. Several texters have let me know that Bone was responsible for killing Morgan Spurlock. If you're saying, who the hell is Morgan Spurlock? Morgan
Spurlock. Yeah.
He was the dude that did the Super Size Me documentary that showed everyone the evils of a all fast food diet and how terrible it was. And it was after that PR disaster, all the fast food places decided to do away with the Super Size, what it's actually named after. McDonald's had Super Size, right?
Yeah.
That's gone now. Wendy's had Biggie Size.
You can't get a Biggie Size now.
That's gone now, and it was all because of this guy and the documentary. Earlier in the week, you essentially wished death on him.
I didn't essentially wish death on anyone. What are you talking about?
I mean, you hated him. You talked about your hatred for him, and now I turn around today, and he actually is dead. He died at the age of 53.
You know, you are projecting, because what has happened here is I said, Morgan Spurlock, I think, is responsible for, at least in part, getting rid of Biggie Size and Super Size and all that stuff. And then in your brain, you go, T-Bone is mad at someone and dislikes an action or two that they've done in their life. Therefore, much like me, he wishes death on them and then filed it away under T-Bone wants Morgan Spurlock to die, which I never say.
First of all,
that's what you're saying.
Listeners have made this connection.
Well, because
it wasn't just me.
Because they're thinking like you.
All right.
Because
they're thinking like a man.
That's fine. I'll think like a bear. You think like a man, I'll think like a bear.
So Morgan Spurlock is dead. We wish his family all the best.
We do. Now,
I don't know anything about him.
Now, also, can all these fast food places get back to making supersize and Biggie stuff?
They had to wait for this guy to die?
Well, you can wait till the funeral's over, I guess. And then, let's go.
How about a Frosty machine at the funeral?
No, that's tasteless.
It is?
Well, I mean, The guy was anti all this stuff.
I go to a funeral and there's a Frosty machine. All of a sudden, I'm not so sad.
That's, again, you're thinking like you and me, but I don't know how his family feels. They might think this is great as life.
I had all these Catholic Italian funerals to go to, and they're all the same. It's open casket because for some reason we like to look at the dead people, right?
Yeah.
And then the old relatives will sit around and talk about, oh, they did a wonderful job. Look at him. She looks so wonderful.
Right.
They'll compliment the mortician.
Oh, yeah. That's a big thing at all the weddings.
Don't they look fantastic? What a job they did. There's these huge bouquets of flowers that are totally meaningless.
Well, they go to the gravesite and then
that's stupid.
And then they rot.
You're wasting money on nothing. Instead, you want to make people feel better? You want to let people know that you care.
Yeah.
Get a Frosty machine and put it next to the casket.
I'm with you.
You get to go up and pay your respects and have a Frosty.
Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know about Morgan Spurlock's funeral, but for mine, one, I'm just going to get cremated or maybe turned into a tree. I may get buried under a tree. Compost me.
Well, that's fine, but we can have a little ceremony with the urn.
Well, when the ceremony occurs, you are welcome to bring, if you are here and I am gone, you are welcome to hire that Frosty machine on my behalf. I will not be mad at all. In fact, if I will let you don't burn my hand, let my rigor mortis hand be like on the handle, pulling it down for eternity.
Nice.
On the Frosty machine. You know what I'm saying?
We can get it formaldehyded. Formaldehyde.
Yes.
Mica hyded.
The action of formaldehyde being applied.
And Common Man, remember at one time you had the idea of the gift card for the funeral home, I think it was, or the cremation.
I don't remember this. What did I say?
Yeah, you said, why can't you just get somebody, a gift card to
if you hate them, right?
Well, no, if you hate them, just that. Instead of maybe getting flowers or whatever, you give somebody.
You're helping out the family.
Yeah,
I see.
A gift card to this cremation, facility. Yeah, but you know what? And then it helps.
I agree.
The payments.
Teddy, my family would accept that. A lot of families, I think, would accept that. But I'm reminded of an episode of The Sopranos that I just was watching where Tony Soprano gets mad at her daughter's boyfriend because he goes up and takes care of the bill. And he goes, what the hell are you doing? When you have a family, you can pay for the food. I pay, you eat. Like, I feel like some people would say, what, do you think we're poor? You got to send us money for the funeral? We got money.
Jen Winters. Jen Winters. Why do I keep assigning you mail today? John Winters, Jen Winters. So Jen Winters is here.
Yes.
Let's say non-sports Matt dies.
Okay.
Your husband. Okay, you're devastated.
Yes, absolutely.
Even though you're the one who killed him, but we don't find that until years later.
Right.
All right? You're devastated. I come to you and I say, Jen, you're my friend. I want to help you. Let me take care of the cremation. Let's say he wants to be cremated.
Okay.
Wouldn't you think that's a nice gesture?
No, it is a nice gesture. And yes, he does want to be cremated.
Okay.
So, I mean, yeah, if you want to give us gift cards to Schettinger or Newcomer or
I don't
Epstein.
know.
He's not Jewish, but I am. So
Jeffrey Epstein?
No.
I don't know what the hell we're talking about.
There's the Epstein Chapel on Main Street, just outside of Bexley. All of my family's funerals on the Jewish side have been there.
Okay.
So I'm sure they give gift cards too.
I'm going to tell you this. I don't want anything to happen to Matt.
No, I don't either. Thank you.
I know you don't. But I'm going to tell you right now, and the radio audience is listening to it. If he happens to die in the next 5 years, I got you covered.
Thank you. That means a lot.
Now, 5 years in a day, forget about it.
No.
Can I just... Jen, you make me sick.
Why?
Because you suck.
Why do I suck?
Because
what I do now.
Because Man and I sit here all day and we talk and we get people like me, like ye, and yeah, you're stupid and blah blah blah. Common Man looks like bloated. Who was it? Benicio del Toro? Somebody. I forget what they said. Whatever. Jen turns the microphone on and goes, "Hi guys," and they're all like, "Oh my God, Jen, why are you on? Why are you on more? Jen, please be on."
Oh, you mean in the
chat?
chat?
The chat is like exploding.
Oh, those are my
with
homies.
Jen Love.
I love the chat.
It's all Jen Love all the time. I'm just saying, Jen, you are like the most popular person that we have at this radio station.
Be careful what you wish for.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I know. I appreciate. I love them. They're so sweet.
She goes in there and talks to them, though, so she's nice to them.
All right, here's the question I was going to ask you.
I go in and talk. I don't get this love.
No. Jen's like the queen of the chat.
She is.
So here's my question
She's not
to you.
the Lord of the Dance, Michael Flatley.
I can't do that impression like you can.
So the YouTube live chat,
Yeah.
Jen is in there. Sometimes Teddy pops in there. Sometimes Lulu and Max pop in there. But Jen, I want you to tell me the 10 most influential people in the chat.
Okay.
Who are there every single day and contribute the best comments. And then I want to give those 10 most influential people the special thing that I have in my desk.
I love the special thing in your desk. I think I got one of the first ones.
You did?
Yeah. So
you got the very first one.
And I feel very, very honored.
But I have some special things because those are the true super fans. And don't worry, if you're not chosen now, it doesn't mean you're not going to get one.
No. We've had a little more than, enough to give away.
Yes.
But no, I will give you a list
All right.
of the influential guys and gals in the chat.
Thank you.
Yes.
Now go drop dead.
Okay, bye-bye.
By the way, Keith said T-Bone is jealous. Yes, very jealous. Did I not make that obvious enough? I am jealous of Jen because
stop.
Jen walks in and talks for 2 seconds and the entire chat is like, we will follow Jen to the ends of the earth.
Oh, you guys are sweet. I love you guys all very much. And as I said earlier in the week, please subscribe to our YouTube page. Just do it for me if you love me. And even if you don't love me, just do it anyway.
If we don't get to a certain number, Jen gets beaten daily.
I do. But we do it underneath the clothing so no one knows.
Exactly.
Yes.
Wow. Thank you,
God
Jen.
bless.
And I'll tell you, I'll pay for his cremation, but it's got to be in the next 5 years. Thank you.
Non-sports, Matt?
Yeah.
We don't want to. No, it's not a good deal.
It's not a good deal.
I'll pay for it in the next 5 years?
I mean, it can't be for eternity.
Well,
now.
that's a conflict for Jen because Jen, I know, would obviously like the savings, but she doesn't want her husband to drop dead in 5 years.
Do the gift cards expire?
How much do you want to save?
Well, just do it now. Just get me a gift card now. I'm sure they don't expire.
Oh, look at that. There you go, Mike.
What does a cremation go for?
I don't know. Matt might expire, but the gift card's good for life. See? Oh, my God. What a great
That's a tagline of all taglines right there. I love it. That's good.
what I'm here
They should
for.
hire you to do marketing at Jeffrey Epstein's funeral home.
Call me newcomer.
All right, Jackets news, I promise. Next, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's some stop-and-go traffic causing a 5-minute delay on northbound 71 on the north side between 670 and 11th Avenue. And watch out for an accident on Roberts Road at Walcott Road causing some delay. And you're also going to hit slow traffic on westbound 70 on the east side between Bryce Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. New name, same low down payments. Go to directauto.com for a free quote. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic sponsored by Pella Windows and Doors, voted by Columbus homeowners as the leading and most trusted window brand. Find out why at PellaColumbus.com or at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to SchottensteinRoofing.com.
Imagine a tropical paradise adorning your home's landscape. Tropical hibiscus, palm trees, mandevilla, gardenias, jasmine, citrus and banana plants, flowering cannas, and more. How is that possible, you ask? Well, you already know the answer. Oakland Nursery. Oakland Nursery can help you bring a tropical wonderland to your backyard. Claim the beauty and elegance of the tropics as your own during the Parade of Color. Since 1940, unique color begins at Oakland Nursery.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just the slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes snacks like Fritos and Doritos, candy like M&M's and Reese's, and ice cream like ours. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
Sunday's the time for brunching with your favorite people. And when they don't invite you, listen to us instead. Fan Sports Sunday with Tino and DeVere Posey.
Sunday morning starting at 11.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call. 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate. And look at you, hands perfectly placed on the wheel, not like the driver to the right of you who's really going after that drum solo. Save with DriveWise in the Allstate app and only pay a rate based on you.
Not available in every state, subject to terms and conditions. Rating factors and savings vary, and in some states your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
My guys at Germain Lexus are getting ready for the Memorial. What they do every single year is let the golfers drive around in beautiful Lexuses for the week. Then they take those cars and sell them to you. You could be driving Rory's car. The Germain all-month-long celebration's going on right now. You can get great deals like this one. 2024 RX 350, 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $49.99 down, $519 a month. I just picked up my brand new RX 350 a few weeks ago. It is plush. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton, GermainLexus.com.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Uncomfortably talking about food.
Lord have mercy, I'm about to bust.
This is Man and Bone.
Happy Friday. It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. All right, jacket stuff. Hurricanes general manager Don Waddell interviewed with the Jackets yesterday. Today, he officially stepped down from his post with the Hurricanes. Now, what does that mean? His contract was up. There was thought internally that he would move on and go elsewhere. He's 65 years old. He's been around for a long time. He was the general manager there. Yes, he was also the team president. So 65-year-old guy is not going to just jump to the Blue Jackets to be their GM, okay?
One would not think so. But again, I didn't think Johnny Gaudreau would jump to the Blue Jackets to come, play on a very mediocre team.
Well, I didn't think so either, but now I wish he would jump away. But specifically with Waddell, he's been around the block. He's very experienced. That is something that Rimmer has been talking about. That is their priority. And I'm wearing a Jeff Rimmer t-shirt today, too. By the way, you can see that in the YouTube feed. He said that's a priority. So he kept saying that to me, which to me means they're only looking for somebody with previous GM experience who's got some white hairs that's going to lay down the law and change the culture completely. If you're going to get one of those guys, and Waddell is one of those guys, John Davidson makes this hire, and then John Davidson goes away. He's not coming here to work for John Davidson or work with him or work under him. John Davidson is in charge of this search. Yeah. But then that's it for him.
Well, if this is the type of hire. Now, if they hired someone who was, a lot younger, more inexperienced, that would lead me to believe.
That's different.
Yeah, I kind of feel like JD probably looked at the whole Yarmo situation. Looking back on it, the more I watched that, because I've watched it a few times, that press conference where they had to come out and say, hey, it's media day, and also, yes, we fired Mike Babcock. Whoops. It looks like in that press conference is where John Davidson already had in his eyes, like, yeah, I don't think this is for me anymore. You know, like this organization, the whole thing with Yarmo, it seemed like he and Yarmo it didn't work after they rejoined forces a few years ago. And I wonder if after the Yarmo thing happened where they got rid of him, he basically told ownership, look, I'll see you through getting a new guy here. I'll get you through that point. But I'm going to try to get you someone who's a veteran, who knows what's going on, who can run the whole thing, and maybe even take over from Mike Priest. But I'm not going to be a part of it beyond that because I'm out now after this. I wonder if that didn't happen.
That's the thing, too. How committed are they to get somebody with experience? Because, like I said, Don Waddell was the team president, not the president of hockey ops like John Davidson is, the team president and the GM of the Carolina Panthers. So if he were to come here, you would assume he's not coming unless that team president title, which is now occupied by Mike Priest, is available. I'm not saying they're going to dump Priest, but they'll give him some other stupid title and kick him some more cash. I don't know, but how serious are they about changing things?
One of the best things that could happen though for this organization is if they hired someone to be the team president. And I'm not trying to knock both these guys. I think they've had at least John Davidson, I think, has had his good moments. But if they hire someone who can take over team president role and basically be like the owner of the team in a functional role day to day.
Well, the owners don't want to be owners of the team.
That's what I mean.
So you're right.
That guy, but if he's much more active and involved day to day and actually has the hockey knowledge to pull it off, if you hire someone like that and then Priest fades into the background, or maybe he just, I don't know, God, what a crazy thing it would be for that guy to just retire and enjoy the rest of his life and not have to worry about messing with the Blue Jackets, which I guess is kind of what he's doing now, but he's getting a check. Why not give that up? Let the new guy come in, be the president of the team, and then be more day-to-day hands-on with that. Go hire, whatever you want to call the director of hockey ops, who kind of functions as your assistant GM in this role, whatever. And then that's a nice way to get this system moving in the right direction, change the direction of this franchise. I would love to see it if that's what they're going to do.
I wonder if, let's say a guy like Don Waddell comes in. He's the grand poobah. He's in charge. He's the general manager. He's also 65. So maybe he says, I only want to do this day-to-day stuff until I'm 70.
Sure.
Okay?
Yeah.
Maybe then you keep Rick Nash around. And Rick Nash is Don Waddell's right-hand man. Just like he was Yarmo's right-hand man, except this time maybe he's not learning from an idiot. And then a couple years go by. Hopefully this team has success. Rick Nash is cutting his teeth, not just with the Blue Jackets, but he's also the GM of Team Canada. Maybe he's ready then to step into that day-to-day general manager role. I don't know, man. I'm just spitballing.
Yeah,
Here's the reality. Something needs to be done sooner rather than later.
Here's what I would like. I would like for this team to put, first and foremost, the future of this entire franchise squarely on the table and say, most of the pieces that we've put in charge of this are not working. And I don't mean a player. I don't mean a coach. I mean Mike Priest and John Davidson. It's past time to move on. And if they can bring someone in, and I will say kudos to them if they can. Maybe they've been told by ownership they have to. I don't know. But if JD does end up swinging this deal, and this is something that the ownership wants, and then you have guys like JD, guys, maybe Mike Priest even stepping into the background, those would be big wins for this organization. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying we need a fresh voice in a new direction. I'm not saying a 65-year-old GM who's been around for 20 years is the most fresh voice you can find, but you do need someone who can look at an organization top to bottom and say, this ain't getting it done. This is not playoff level.
So it's almost like they need to walk into ownership and say, JP, this ain't one of them. Right?
Yeah.
Just like I'm going to look at Ted right now and say, Teddy? Teddy.
Yeah.
This ain't one of them.
I know.
How's the chat, Teddy?
Chat's going well.
More entertaining than the show?
No.
Oh,
come on now.
That's okay. But they're doing a good job in there.
Yeah, they are really good.
I got something for you, Teddy.
Okay, fire.
Ed Werder is gone from ESPN. Now, I already thought he was gone.
He was once.
Because he was let go in 2017 when they had mass layoffs, and then a couple years later he was rehired. But now his contract is coming to an end, and now they've killed him. He was principally the Cowboys guy. Like he'd be hiding in the bushes and following around the Dallas Cowboys. Did you like Ed Werder?
Yeah.
Or was he sort of a spy?
No, I liked Ed. I think he does a really good job. So, I mean, hopefully he'll find somebody else to pick him up. He does a really good job.
Ed Werder was the guy, I believe, who was in the next bathroom stall over from Jerry Jones, if I'm not mistaken, when Jerry Jones had that famous photo.
I want me some glory hole.
Not really. Come on. He was embedded, but nobody was that embedded.
He would go out with Jerry, and he would just pick up the sloppy seconds.
No.
Whatever Jerry didn't want.
That did not happen.
Ed got him.
That did not happen.
Glory Hole Man, speaking of Jerry Jones, Glory Hole Man is bending over backwards for the beautiful game. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You can expect a 5-minute delay on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt between 315 and 71. And you'll also hit some slow traffic on southbound 71 on the north side between Hudson Street and 5th Avenue. And we also have a couple-minute delay on southbound 315 between 670 West and I-70. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. New name, same flexible payments. Go to directauto.com for a free quote. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
There's a little slice of heaven in a mountain town escape. A pace of life that's less hurried, more authentic, where people greet you with a smile and experiences feel down to earth, yet elevated. From Appalachian art to wineries and craft breweries, live music to a lively spirit. This is West Virginia. We call it Almost Heaven. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
O'Reilly. Improve visibility and save $8 instantly when you pick up a new pair of Bosch Icon wiper blades in-store only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Bosch Icon wiper blades have up to a 40% longer life than other premium wiper blades. The professional parts people will even install them for free at your local O'Reilly Auto Parts.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
Hey there, friends. Bo Bishop here, and the playoff action is here. And there isn't a more rewarding sportsbook in the game than Tipico. Get ready to bet on the biggest games of the year, the playoff basketball, the hockey, the actions every night. You want to make the most of every game, you've got to bet with Tipico. You'll get up to 5% cash back on your bets. Claim your new sign-up bonus now and get $150 in protected bets when you deposit $100. Sign up now. Enter the promo code TheFan150 to get your bonus. Download the Tipico Sportsbook app today. Must be 21 or older and physically located in Ohio. Terms and conditions do apply. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Big things are happening on the east side. We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Great coaching can make all the difference, especially when it comes to your money. At Right Pac Credit Union, our financial coaches are on your team. We'll help you create a winning game plan that's customized for your unique needs, so you can make the most of your hard-earned money and live the life you want to live. Best of all, Right Pac Credit Union serves all of Central Ohio, so getting in the game is easy. Let's win together. Stop by one of our Central Ohio member centers to get started today. Equal housing opportunity, insured by NCUA.
Hey there, friends. It's Bo Bishop here, and I'm proud to tell you about my friends at the Diamond Cellar. I've been a customer for over 15 years, and springtime is the giving season, and everything from weddings to anniversaries, new babies, graduations, everything in between. I'm here to tell you firsthand, there is no better place to find the perfect gift for any occasion than the Diamond Cellar. As a true jeweler, they have the finest selection of luxury jewelry from world-class designers, or they can create something one of a kind just for you. It's Diamond Cellar. Check them out. Sawmill Road, Easton Town Center, or diamondcellar.com.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan.
Sports Center. Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. An update on the Ohio State-Nebraska game in the Big Ten baseball tournament. They're in the third inning, and the Cornhuskers lead the Buckeyes 4-1. The winner of today's game will face Indiana tomorrow. The loser is eliminated. In Major League Baseball, the Reds continue the homestand tonight as they host the Dodgers. Tonight's game will get started at 7:10. Graham Ashcraft gets the start. As for the Guardians, they're in L.A. to play the Angels. Logan Allen's on the bump for Cleveland. First pitch is at 9:38. The Guards are going for 7 wins in a row. NBA playoffs, it's Game 2 of the West Finals tonight. Dallas is at Minnesota. Tip-off is at 8:30. The Mavs lead the series 1-9. Stanley Cup playoffs tonight. It's Game 2 of the East Finals. Florida is at New York. The Panthers lead that series 1-9. Face-off is at 8. And in soccer tomorrow night, the Crew are at Orlando City. Kickoff is at 7:30. This update is sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Grab a napkin while shrinking your waistline. How? By making a Bacon 180 with Awaken 180. Awaken180weightloss.com. Off Topic is on brand. This is Man and Bone.
Listen to me. You all have listened to the show for a long time, I'm guessing.
Yep.
And so you trust us when we say things like food recommendations or... Well, I don't know what else you would trust us on, but...
Food recommendations at least.
Yes. I'm not going to say anything other than a name. Okay?
Okay.
I'm going to say nothing. It's up to you to follow through if you want to. Mercedes?
Nope.
Dubois.
No, that's not the name.
That's not the name?
Marissa.
I thought it was Mercedes.
No, it's Marissa.
Marissa Dubois.
Yes.
Why did I think it was Mercedes?
I don't know, because you're dumb.
Tell the guys next door that I gave them the wrong name. Because they were searching...
The post office?
No.
Yeah, go over the top. Go yell at the post office.
Guys, trust me. If you trust me on nothing else for the rest of your life, Mercedes.
No,
that's not the wrong name.
No.
Wrong name.
I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's fine. The
Marissa?
Yeah, Marissa.
Marissa Dubois.
I think the Instagram handle is Reality with Riss, like Marissa, RISS.
I think this is one Dubois that the Blue Jackets should actually get behind. You want to sell some tickets?
I tell you what.
Dear God.
Timmy.
Tell you.
Timmy.
No, here's how I saw this picture. This picture came up because some idiot account online was like, is this woman fat? And
First of all, no. Second of all, who cares?
Who cares? But also, fat's great. There's nothing wrong with fat. But I'm just saying,
it's not fat.
This particular lady
I don't know how this
lady
look is achieved.
She has
I don't
abs.
either.
She has abs, and then she has, like, thighs.
Yes, beautiful face, like beautiful upper half, and then...
Beautiful upper half.
Abs, and then it just gets, whoa!
My God.
we need some
Marissa things start happening.
Dubois.
Let me tell you, that's a thing. She's a thing. I don't know what's going on with her. I don't know why she was on Twitter today. I don't know why people were posting this video of her. But
you know why?
What do you mean why?
They should be.
Well, no, I'm saying, but like
it's Friday. Here's some good video for you.
This person was like posting it like, is this woman fat? It's like, you're an idiot. I hope someone just like punches you in the face, whoever posted that. Who cares if she's fat? What are you trying to insinuate?
Dubois.
Let's change this song. Yeah.
Dubois. Dubois shoots. Dubois scores. Dubois has big ass. Dubois has big ass. Dubois has big ass. Down at Nationwide. Pierre-Luc Dubois is coming. In the crease is where you'll find him.
Find me in the crease.
Now!
Dubois. By the way, the chat is a lot of people are going, what's the name? Hold on. Wait a second, please. And then just a string of, whoa! Ah!
How is it physically possible?
Ah! By the way, Downtown Dad said, honey, I'm trying to work. Can you look her up to Downtown Mom? That's good.
Hey, man, that's a relationship that's going to make it. All these, I know people where it's like, I've never even farted in front of my husband.
What's
the matter with you?
Yeah, what are you doing?
You got to share these things.
I watched my wife pop 3 kids out of her vagine. Like, and we're gonna have worries about who farts in front of who. What are we talking about?
The nurses said you might want to stay up top here, maybe hold her hand. I said, no, I want to go down there.
I did stay up top.
I want to stare.
I didn't look.
I had a nurse yell at me because she said she was like, we had to hold the legs for the,
I held the legs. I did that.
Yeah. And the nurse looked at me and she was like, come on, Dad.
No. And
I'm like, well, I don't know what to do. You're the nurse.
You had to hold legs?
Yeah. Well,
why?
Well, not hold them. You had to like push, like, so she had something to push against.
Kristen had some problems. They had to bring the vacuum cleaner in.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
A little sucky vacuum cleaner to get
the baby out?
She couldn't get the baby out. And they said, look, if this vacuum cleaner doesn't work, we got to take her in for a C-section.
Gotcha.
Because Samantha was stuck in the canal.
So you had to get a leg just to get like leverage?
Just so Kristen could have leverage.
I'm just saying, when you've been in a relationship for that long of a time, even if you don't have kids, you've all seen each other probably having like a night where you party too much and you're throwing up or something's happened.
Look, man,
you've seen stuff.
If you don't love the person you're with enough to smell their farts and clean up their vomit,
right,
then what are we doing?
Exactly right. I'm not saying if it's a daily occurrence, then we might have a conversation about, hey, you're vomiting every day. Maybe don't drink so much every day. But then
that's different.
Right. Or like if it's the funeral, like we were just talking about, and your husband is like, hey, Donna, and just like rips ass like right in front of your deceased loved one.
Maybe that's
not appropriate. But like, if you're saying you've been married 20 years and you never farted in front of the other one, what are we talking about?
What was that again?
I don't know. What did I say? Oh, Donna?
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Hey, Donna.
Donnie.
Hot Donna.
Donna's a good name. I need to bring it back.
A eulogy filled with farts.
You know what? If I have another kid, Donna. If it's a girl.
If you have another kid, you better call it Jesus because you've been snipped.
That's what I'm saying. I don't think we're having another kid, but if we do, I'll name her Donna.
Then it would truly be another blessing.
That's right. It would be. You're right, Timmy. It'd be immaculate.
Timmy, if you had a girl right now, because you still could. You haven't been snipped.
I'm prime, yeah.
What's a name that you guys have thought about? Because you got Jack, you got the boy. Have you thought about a girl's name?
Oh, God, Ava was a name that we had in mind.
Strong.
That's the only one that I can think of, and that's
you can't
name.
It's a bone name. What do you mean used? That's like saying John. Oh, used.
No.
People have that name.
He works with us closely. He can't name a kid Ava. That's your kid.
All right. Fine. I'm just saying. You don't have any other names?
You can do Rose.
Where do you come up with Rose? Like Pete Rose? No, Jack and Rose.
Jack and Rose.
Yeah.
They can draw each other naked.
I don't know if I want that. Yeah. Jack and
Rose. You definitely can't name her. You can't name her Diane, right? Can't write a little ditty about them, the brother and sister.
Jack and Diane, that would be good.
No, but you can't do
Jill,
that.
Right? Jack and Jill.
Look at my boobies, Jack.
Jack, I want you to draw
boobies,
me.
Jack.
Wearing this.
Like your French girls.
Wearing only this.
Obviously, people are saying Jill. That would be good.
Jack and Jill.
Yeah. Now, I do have a cousin, my cousin Ryan, who lives in New Jersey. He has had 2 different marriages, had kids in both. Okay? In the first marriage.
Teddy, we can hear you.
Hear him off, Mike. Tino's got 2 families there. One sees him, one don't.
Teddy, Mike, maybe the funniest thing we've ever had.
Come towel me off. I'm sweating.
Get used to it. Next week's coming for you.
Oh, it's hot.
Get ready.
Yeah.
No, so my cousin Ryan, he has 4 kids, 2 from each marriage. The first one is named Jack, a boy. Then the daughter that he had in the first marriage, Kaylee. Then had a son, Luke. And then another son in the second marriage, Matthew. If you do the first letter of each name, it's JKLM. He's going in alphabetical order. And I don't know if he did it on purpose, but it bugs me every time I see him. I'm like, did you do this? Like, did you mean to do this?
Really that much of a story.
What do you mean? It's not that much
of a story. Say, name the other one Mehoff.
No.
That would be a story.
Yeah. The other kid's name is Ed Up. Yeah. Jack and Ed Up. Yeah.
What did I tease?
I don't know.
Oh, Glory Hole Man. Glory Hole Man is bending over backwards, as we all do.
I want me some glory hole.
For the beautiful game.
Yeah, so you have the Copa America is going to be played in the U.S. This is a South American tournament of teams of the countries, right? Argentina, you will have Colombia. Those are the only two countries I know, apparently. Brazil, all the South American countries. The U.S. is also in this, and it is being played in the United States because of TV and ticket sales and who knows what else. They can make a lot of money off it.
What's it called?
Copa America.
I can't play anything.
Okay.
YouTube's going to... I'm sorry, I forgot about YouTube.
Okay, it's fine,
Mafia.
it's fine.
All right.
It's fine. So they are playing one of the final of the Copa America, I believe, is being played at, where the Cowboys play at AT&T Stadium. So, they have those luxury boxes around the bottom of the stadium. Well, those luxury boxes are creating a problem. They are inhibiting the length and width of the field to make it a fully FIFA regulated size field. It's it's a smaller field by a couple of yards than what they would prefer. So the boundaries that they have drawn out, the corner where, like corner kicks take place, it's ass up against the wall in this stadium.
You know what I think the solution is?
What's that?
Marissa Dubois.
My gal.
I got to tell you, you're talking, I'm not even thinking.
I know, you're just looking.
I'm still looking at the Twitter posts.
Well, here's the bottom line. They're putting in real grass in an indoor stadium. They're putting in grow lamps that they're going to lower from the ceiling to grow the grass for this tournament. And when the World Cup comes around, they're also going to host games for that. And they've already said, we're going to do the same thing. But we're going to have to take out the luxury boxes so we have more room because World Cup, we will not tolerate a small field. So they're going to have to renovate the stadium for the World Cup in 2026 so they can actually put real grass in and have it be the right size. But they're putting in real grass right now as we speak for Copa America. And then apparently they're going to take it back out. And then in a couple years, they'll put it all back in and do this all again. Why not just do this? Why not just have the real grass and go? You stupid Fs. There, I'm done now. What's her name?
Marissa.
Thank you.
Dubois. Crew on the road for Orlando tomorrow. It's going to be very sticky in Orlando. Hot, sticky. I assume they're going to have some hydration breaks.
I hope so.
Marissa Dubois is going to have to peel it off of her legs.
I hope so. What I will say is the Crew getting 2 wins on the road last week, very much needed wins. They got those, so that helped out. They are only like 3 or 4 points out of third place. So Orlando is a team that you have to go and get points against if you're the Crew. I would like to say that they get 3, but get 1 on the road for this one, I'll take it. And then all the focus goes to CONCACAF Champions Cup next week. I'm excited.
Me too. All right, thanks, Bone.
You're welcome, man.
Thanks, Bone. Hey, someone was missing last year, and we know where he is now.
Oh.
And we'll tell you.
I thought you were going to say she. And I was going to say Cal Ripken's mom.
No, someone else was missing last year, but now he's resurfaced, and everybody seems to be happy about it. Also, we'll discuss something that was said on Jeopardy the other day that is making the rounds.
Jeopardy or Wheel of Fortune?
I'm sorry, Wheel of Fortune. Yes.
Okay, I was going to say, I know about the Wheel of Fortune one. I didn't know about Jeopardy.
Wheel of Fortune.
Be awfully odd if someone shouted that out on Jeopardy.
Jeopardy's, it was different. It was, what is you stupid Fs?
Marissa Dubois.
Yeah.
You could shout it out to her.
Sure.
Teddy?
I don't know what we're shouting out. I don't know what we're shouting.
Teddy?
Yeah.
This is one of them.
Oh, this is one. Hey. Oh, no.
Marconi.
Oh, no.
Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're going to find traffic is stop and go and causing a 15-minute slowdown on westbound 33 between Hill Road and Gender Road. And we still have that accident causing some holdup on Roberts Road at Walcott Road. This report is sponsored by Put-in-Bay Chamber of Commerce. Give them joy on Put-in-Bay. Laughter jumping into the pool, delight from a hole-in-one, and amusement riding a train, golf cart, and carousel. Plan your weekday island getaway today at visitputinbay.com. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by Glow Fiber. Glow Fiber Business is now in Ohio. With prepackaged and customized fully fiber optic business internet solutions, call 1-833-WANT-GLOW or visit glowfiberbusiness.com today.
Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. What's the difference? Basically, the name. Direct Auto offers savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, just like you're used to, which means you never have to make trade-offs when it comes to paying for car insurance. So don't even think about carpooling to work with Talkative Ted. It's time to stop compromising and keep driving with Direct Auto. Get a free quote at directauto.com or call 1-877-GO-DIRECT. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
Want a great choice with great value? It's great to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on a great selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. There's never been a better time to buy a new Honda. Search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Now at UDF, buy 3 everyday favorites with UDrive Plus to quickly stack an extra 20 cents in gas savings. That includes drinks like Coke and Sprite, Pepsi, and Mountain Dew. And that adds up. UDF, made for you. Specially marked products with an opted-in UDrive account.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply. Greener, greener, better.
Ah, the sweet sounds of spring. Baseball, birds, and the glorious hum of a freshly tuned AC system. Don't sweat it. Call the Waterworks Heating and Cooling Team, 614-333-9720, or schedule service on our website. The Waterworks. Better care, better value, better AC.
Rise and shine, jabronis.
What a show this morning.
There's only one place where Buckeye legends lay the smackdown. Morning Juice with Bobby and Beamer.
Weekday mornings starting at 6.
Give me a juice box, Biatch.
The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Hi, this is Bob Capacci. Worthington Jewelers has done it again. Come see our new collection of Glock watches at Worthington Jewelers, where Columbus gets engaged.
Billiards Plus has everything for the master griller in your house. Come to their showroom, open the lid, and feel the difference in their grills. Professional top quality equipment at great prices with a huge selection ready to go home with you. Billiards Plus on Dublin Center Drive in Dublin.
This offer is only available at Reichert Ford. 0% financing for 72 months on every 2023 Ford F-150 in stock. Take advantage of Reichert's rate before it's too late. Lock in your 0% rate and take a new truck home today. Thousands of vehicles are waiting at ReichertFord.com.
Credit. See dealer for details. N6324.
Exclusively at Reichert Ford. 0% for 72 months is now available on every new 23 F-150 in stock. Hundreds of trucks at ReichertFord.com. We're dealing. Save more this Memorial Day weekend. Only at Reichert. We're dealing.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore his seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Proper tree care is an investment that can lead to substantial returns and increased personal enjoyment. Hiring a certified arborist can help care for your trees and add considerable value to your property. Inspections by Ohio ISA certified arborists can often find and mitigate tree defects before they fail. Only professionals with specialized knowledge and training are properly equipped to provide appropriate care. To find an arborist, visit trees4ohio.org. That's trees4ohio.org. Not wearing your seatbelt could cost you a ticket or your life. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Well, a few isolated thunderstorms are possible for tonight. Otherwise, mostly clear and low temperatures into the mid-60s. Looking ahead to your Saturday, partly cloudy skies for most of the day and highs in the mid-80s. An isolated thunderstorm possible during the afternoon or evening. Looking ahead to your Sunday, mid-80s for high temperatures, but watch for a chance of storms late Sunday evening and into the overnight. That'll carry through the first half of your Memorial Day with a high of 80 degrees. I'm meteorologist Rob Ellis on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Today's special value is 3 hours of stupid. You're listening to Common Man and T-Bone.
Common Man and T-Bone brought to you by the Hinder Motor Company. It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. So, remember Stetson Bennett? Remember him?
Yeah, the Georgia quarterback.
Remember him?
Yeah, he led them to a national championship, or was, let me be clear, he was the quarterback of a national championship team.
Two,
that's right. Oh, I thought you said who.
No, two,
you're right, yeah.
Well, he was with the Rams last year.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, did you?
If I knew it, I forgot it. I knew he was in the NFL. I knew that had happened, but I didn't remember what else he was doing.
Well, he was gone for pretty much the entire season. And I guess maybe this was a talking point for the 7 people who cared out in Los Angeles, but for the rest of us, I don't know.
Yeah.
He was gone from the team. And he's back now. And I guess he was just gone because he was all burned out.
Oh, really?
Just couldn't do it anymore. Needed to recharge his batteries. But now he's back with the Rams, and he's practicing in OTAs, and he'll get ready to never play in an NFL game.
Well,
but he's there.
You know what, though? I respect that. I'm not making a joke here or anything. I genuinely respect it. If you have the means to do so, he clearly, I'm sure, will make money in the NFL, but he's not got Tom Brady money, right? I'm sure he's doing fine with some NIL stuff and different things that he's gotten after playing, but the reality is that's a guy who probably could use every dime that he can get in the NFL to build whatever life he has after football. For him to be able to say, yeah, I'm not right now mentally or whatever, and I need to recharge. I'm glad he has the opportunity to do so. Wish everybody had the chance to do that, but good for him for actually taking advantage of it and doing what he can to stay mentally healthy there.
There was a contestant on Wheel of Fortune yesterday. His name is Tavares, and he was trying to solve the puzzle. Mm-hmm. The clue was phrase. I don't know which letters were lit up.
Well, let's put it this way. I know there was I think there was a B on the last word. The was pretty clear that was there. Maybe an I was lit up on the second word.
All right, but my point is,
it was very, mostly you could tell it was a B word, and then 4 total words in the phrase.
What he initially guessed would not even work with the amount of letters that they had in this puzzle. All right. But the clue was phrase. He buzzed in quickly and responded, right in the butt. Pat Sajak had to inform him that was indeed incorrect. This is the best was the correct answer.
Oh, this is the best.
Yes.
Sure.
But he's gone viral now for right in the butt.
Well, let's not try to turn this thing into a phrase that can't be said on television or radio. This is a guy who clearly has gone to his doctor before and needed a vaccine or a shot of some kind. And the doctor says, where would you like your shot? Would you like it in the arm? And he goes, no, doc. Right in the butt. And that's allowed. That's a medical answer. That's fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with saying that. I don't know what everybody's so bent out of shape about.
I know. Anyway.
I did like the woman on the Wheel of Fortune who audibly gasped. Like the other contestant was like, oh, like, yeah, that's not helping. That's not helping this guy out at all.
I'd like to have a little story time here, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Because I'm having some flashbacks. So when I was a young wee lad, probably 6 or 7, and I was in the Cub Scouts.
When?
I wasn't banging.
Oh, back before you were banging.
Yeah, this is a wee lad. I yearned to be banging, but not yet. We had a field trip where we went with our moms. It was an outing with moms. We got on a bus, and we went to see a basketball game. All I knew was that I was going to see a basketball game, and I'd never seen one before. And I was excited.
That would be a pretty special thing.
Yeah, I was excited. I'm going to go to a real arena. I'm going to watch a basketball game. It's going to be awesome. I love sports. I watch it on TV with my dad, and now I get to go and watch a real basketball game. And so we got there. It was the Rosemont Horizon, which is still in existence over in Chicago by the airport, O'Hare. Except I think it's called Allstate Arena. Maybe they've changed it since then. I don't know. But it was the Rosemont Horizon. When we first got there, I said, oh, this is going to be great. People were filing in. We had tickets like in the second row of the upper tank.
Okay.
Okay, so they weren't great tickets, but still, it's fun.
Yeah.
I saw teams warming up. Then the music started. Then they threw confetti at each other. And then I realized we were not watching a basketball game. We were watching the Harlem Globetrotters, which everybody else seemed to eat up. And I hated it because I realized this wasn't a real basketball game. This was a show. I wasn't going to see real competition. I was going to see something scripted out. And everybody else, yay! And here's me just sulking in my chair. And my mom is pissed off at me that I'm sulking.
It's very interesting because I could understand initially going, oh, I thought I was going to see like the Bulls play with Michael Jordan.
No, I held on to it, man.
But then afterwards when they're like, dumping confetti on people and hitting shots from half court, it's like, well, you know what, though? This is still entertaining even if it's not a basketball game.
Breaking news. I got some problems.
I know. I'm just saying.
Right.
Yeah.
So a normal person would have that reaction.
Yeah,
You're right.
I see.
I am not normal. So I sat there. I hated it. I remember it to this day. I was so disappointed that I didn't see a real basketball game. I have flashbacks of that. Like when I turn on 10 TV and I see Adam King out at Huntington Park interviewing the Savannah Bananas.
Oh,
and how
yeah.
people can't wait to go see the Savannah Bananas and they hit with stilts on and it's ridiculous. And look, I know people want to go because there's like wait lists for tickets. But even in my brain at this advanced age, I'm not talking about me as a 6-year-old, I cannot still wrap in my mind why you want to go.
Because it's entertainment. But you know what, though? I'm saying this, and I mean this as a friend. I am a little surprised that's your attitude toward it, just because if you know what it is going in, not like when you were a kid, this would be the argument that we have always been frustrated with people who go, pro wrestling, why do you want to see it? It's not real. It's all scripted. And it's like, yes, but it's entertainment. It's built out that way. Now, if you go there thinking it's real, I can understand being disappointed. But once you know what the stakes are and you know what the roles are, I think that could be not fun in the way a baseball game is.
But with pro wrestling, there's nothing else like it, right? It's a spectacle all of its own. There is something like this. It's called a real baseball game.
Well, I guess.
They play them at Huntington Park all the time.
You're right. Like actual Greco-Roman wrestling, there's no jumping off the top rope and elbow dropping.
Coming
like
in
Macho
with entrance
Man.
music and robes. And
no, I know. But they do a lot of holds, and a lot of it is based off of an actual real sport. But you're right. I see what you're saying there. That makes more sense because when we started watching it as kids, it was very different from Olympic wrestling.
Don't get me wrong. I understand the problem is with me. I get it. So if you're going there, enjoy it. Enjoy your time. I'm sure you'll have a good time. But just know that somewhere I am miserable thinking about you having fun. Just remember that when you're there.
Meanwhile, my wife was like, what good are you being in sports radio if you can't get tickets to this thing? And I'm like, honey, they had a wait list. They had a lottery for this.
I didn't know she wanted to go.
They weren't even asking us like to promote it or anything because they're like, yeah, we don't need you. We're sold out all 3 nights. We're good.
One of the greatest of all time just can't do it anymore. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're looking at a 15-minute delay if you need to travel eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and North High Street. And things are moving slowly on northbound 71 on the north side between East Broad Street and 17th Avenue. And we've got about a 10-minute slowdown on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and 270. This report is sponsored by Direct Auto. Safe Auto Insurance is now Direct Auto Insurance. New name, same flexible payments. Go to directauto.com for a free quote. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Fan Traffic is sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
My guys at Germain Lexus are getting ready for the Memorial. What they do every single year is let the golfers drive around in beautiful Lexuses for the week. Then they take those cars and sell them to you. You could be driving Rory's car. The Germain all-month-long celebration's going on right now. You can get great deals like this one. 2024 RX 350, 36-month lease, 10,000 miles per year, $49.99 down. $519 a month. I just picked up my brand new RX 350 a few weeks ago. It is plush. Germain Lexus of Dublin and Easton. GermainLexus.com.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. you may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Scotty Vegas here for Maxima Concrete. If you need a driveway, garage, patio, even an in-ground pool, Maxima Concrete are the guys to call. They did a great job for me, and they'll take care of you, too. Schedule a free estimate today at MaximaConcrete.com.
There's a little slice of heaven in a country road's escape. Pure perfection in the form of uncrowded nature. Over 1.5 million acres of parks and public lands. From mountain biking to stargazing, churning whitewater to quiet trout streams far off the grid. Almost heaven is down to earth in West Virginia. Plan your getaway now at wvtourism.com.
Are you confident letting just anyone on the roof of your home? I'm Craig Schottenstein, owner of Schottenstein Roofing. Our team is dedicated to delivering outstanding value on every roof we repair or replace. Schottenstein Roofing. Go to schottensteinroofing.com.
Here's a quick listening guide. When something's on the fan, it's on the station you're listening to right now. If I say something's on ESPN Columbus, it's on 1460 AM and the Fan's HD2. When in doubt, stream it on the Fan app. Thank you and good night.
Want a great choice with great value? It's great to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on a great selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. There's never been a better time to buy a new Honda. Search your local Honda dealer today.
See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
2 guys drove to work. Neither guy wore a seatbelt. One guy got a ticket. One guy didn't. The same 2 guys drove home. One guy wore a seatbelt. One guy didn't. One guy made it home. The guy not wearing his seatbelt didn't. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Every so often in medicine, something comes along that is truly revolutionary.
Dr. Mitchell Scheinkup, former orthopedic surgeon, now National Medical Director at QC Kinetics.
I believe this is one of those things.
Dr. Scheinkup is talking about regenerative medicine, something he's practiced, researched, and written about for nearly 2 decades.
The old ways of dealing with joint pain, such as steroids and surgery, are no longer the best ways.
If you have pain from arthritis or injury, you owe it to yourself to learn more about this exciting option, using your own body's natural power to get lasting relief. And there's no better place to learn than QC Kinetics.
There is no one in this country today with more clinics, more satisfied patients, more advanced protocols, or more experience in using this exciting option to deliver life-changing results.
Call QC Kinetics now for your free consultation.
Call QC Kinetics, 380-208-4544. That's 380-208-4544. 380-208-4544.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Your undisputed leader in talking about nothing. This is Man and Bone.
Please subscribe to the podcast of This Dumb Show. It is available wherever you get your audio. Search Common Man and T-Bone. Click. Subscribe. Every single show comes right to your device free of charge. The podcast is brought to you by our friends, Care Heating and Cooling. It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093. Now, one of the greatest of all time is a broken man. Can't do it anymore. Now, I'm aware what I'm about to say is going to sound callous and harsh. I'm aware this person is a real person with real feelings and real emotions.
Okay.
I don't want to take that away. With all that being said, I shall now make fun of him.
Okay.
Japanese competitive eater Kobayashi. Remember him?
Yes.
The 6-time Nathan's hot dog eating contest champion has announced his retirement from the sport due to rising health concerns.
Oh.
He said, quote, "I've decided to retire from competitive eating. It's all I've done for the last 20 years. He appears in a new Netflix documentary called Hack Your Health, The Secrets of Your Gut.
Okay.
It is a film that explores how food, the digestive system, and gut health relates to overall well-being. Kobayashi said decades of overeating for sport has left him with no appetite or no sensation of fullness, which his wife Maggie James said has caused Kobayashi to go days without eating anything at all.
Wow.
James said her husband feels like his body is, quote, broken. Here's a quote from Kobayashi. I hear people say they're hungry, and they look very happy after they've eaten. I'm jealous of those people because I no longer feel hunger. I hope to live a long and healthy life. He says, I'm sure that I've eaten 10,000 hot dogs since the beginning of my career. I'm Japanese, but I've eaten like an American. I think that's what damaged my body. I overeat because I'm a competitive eater. When you eat too much, you don't savor the taste or fully enjoy the smell of food. You ignore your body's signals like fullness. This is like Michael Phelps talking about how when he gets in the water as a swimmer, he has a feeling of wetness. And he didn't really realize that was going to be the case when he got in the water. Your entire life has been to disgustingly shove food in your mouth at a ridiculous pace. And this guy is mildly surprised that his gut has not reacted positively to this as he ages.
Well, that's... Yeah, I mean, and the other thing with the Michael Phelps, because I was thinking kind of the same thing, like, wouldn't all athletes go through this? But here's the difference. Michael Phelps does not ever have to go to a beach, get into a pool. Other than taking a shower or bathing occasionally, he doesn't have to really interact with water ever again in the way he did with the Olympics. So if he is forever and always turned off to water, that doesn't affect his ability to live. However, if you are like, I don't really have an appetite for food anymore, that does affect your ability to live. That's not great. Can I ask this question, though? Like, not having an appetite is one thing. So he's a competitive eater. Again, I don't know how it works, but wouldn't you be able to then at some point just say, well, just like I did when I was competitive eating, I'm not enjoying this, and this is miserable, but I need to ingest like 500 calories.
Well, I guess that's what he's doing.
Like a protein shake with some peanut butter or something, and then eat some kale or whatever to get some greenage, or eat a multivitamin. Like, I'm not saying it's a pleasant existence. I get that. That would be something you'd want to figure out. But in the meantime, I would hope it's not going to keep you from like actually just starving. I hope you won't starve to death because you just don't feel like eating.
My favorite line, though, is I'm Japanese, but I've eaten like an American. I think that's what damaged my body. No.
Nope.
The 10,000 hot dogs damaged your body. I'm not here to say hot dogs are good for you because we know they're not. All right?
Yeah.
But I'm going to guess eating 60 of them in a 5-minute span is probably what did you in, not the actual hot dog.
Well, you're aware of this, Mike. I think most people are, that you can, let's say, if you eat raw, cold broccoli, that's probably one of the healthiest things you could eat, right? If you eat a few of those a day.
Not if you eat 9 pounds of it in 4 minutes.
Exactly right. Too much of anything is too much of a good thing. We learned that with the that tragic story with the radio station years ago that had the Hold Your Wii for a Wii contest, where they're giving away a video game system, a Nintendo Wii, and the contestants were told to drink as much water as they could. They were forced to drink it to stay in the competition, and then they were holding their bathroom, initiatives. And then eventually someone sadly drank too much water, which is a thing. Obviously this radio station didn't know. I didn't know. I don't think most people knew you could drink too much water. Water, which you need for life. If you don't drink for a couple days water, you're dead. Like, you can have too much of that. So yes, you can also have too many hot dogs, too much steak, too many Twinkies, or also too much broccoli and carrots, although that's much more difficult to do. It could be done if you're a competitive eater and that's all you're doing.
Kobayashi underwent multiple tests during the documentary to diagnose his lack of appetite and reduced sense of smell. Doctors and scientists determined that Kobayashi's chronic overeating has affected his nervous system and that his brain is still trained to think he's competing or eating highly processed foods despite stepping away from competition. He says his new goal in life is to create a healthier hot dog that features traditional Japanese ingredients. By the way, it's funny. Yes, it's the hot dog that's the problem, not the fact that you ate 9 million of them.
Right.
You know who else loves hot dogs?
Who's that?
You know who eats, as a country per capita, the second most hot dogs in the world?
I don't know.
Japan.
Really?
They love hot dogs.
Because of him?
No, just in general.
I don't know. I'm saying
not because of him.
I'm just saying, does he skew the number? Because it's like, well, we got this one guy who eats like 6 million hot dogs. Everybody else eats 5.
I was somewhere on the West Coast, and they had a bunch of them. They're called Jap dogs.
Oh, I've never heard of this.
Yes.
No.
And they will put the wackiest stuff in the world on the hot dog.
Okay.
And
well, you know what?
It's delicious.
Sure. I think the idea that somehow, like, again.
No, it's the hot dog that did it, Bone.
Right. Again, sometimes it feels like, and I'm not saying that's what Kobayashi's doing, but sometimes you see these people who have a following of some kind for whatever their skill is, and then maybe they get to the end where they're like, I don't want to do that thing anymore. I want to transition to something else. And what they start doing is then talking about a problem they're having that a new product they just happen to be working on will solve.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like maybe there's some marketing going on here. I don't know.
Can I tell you something? They've tried to invent like the healthy hot dog for 100 years. You know what we've said? Not interested.
No.
If we're going to have a hot dog, we're going to have a hot dog.
You can go get a turkey frank right now. You know what? They don't taste like a hot dog. Like, I mean, they make them. They're like, I'm talking about the ones that are like smoked turkey links, stuff like that. They make stuff that is.
There's fat-free hot dogs at the store right now.
Shaped like a hot dog, looks like a hot dog. Isn't going to satisfy if you're looking for a traditional hot dog taste. That's not going to do it for you.
So if you want to hear Kobayashi talk about how he's surprised his body has reacted poorly to his lifestyle of competitive eating, that documentary is on Netflix. Enjoy it. The Eagles have signed John Ross to a 1-year deal. I didn't know he was still playing or trying to play, but he is. So let him live.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, alive.
Okay.
And did you catch the ending of the White Sox-Orioles game last night? No, of course you didn't. Why would you?
Well, I saw it because it went viral, but yeah, tell the people.
Listen, this is not about, White Sox are my team. I hate them. I hope they lose every single game. I'm rooting for them to lose when I tune in. But they lost last night on an infield fly rule where Andrew Vaughn, who was on second base, so Andrew Benintendi popped this up because, of course, he did. He sucks. Popped this ball up. Andrew Vaughn's just trotting back to second base, as you would do, so he doesn't get doubled up on the infield fly. They call runner interference on Andrew Vaughn, and that ends the game. The game ends like that.
You have to go see this because it's honestly...
It's one of the worst calls I've ever seen.
The shortstop's coming in, right?
Yes.
And running behind the runner, and he just takes one step to the side to go around the runner as the runner... It doesn't even know he's there. He just is trotting back to the base.
It's one of the worst calls I've ever seen. To call it to be end a game like that.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
If they called it in the second inning, it'd be one of the worst calls you've ever seen. But it would be the second inning. This one ended the game. It doesn't matter whose team it is. You're right. It's one of the most egregious things we've ever seen in a baseball game.
So if you want to see some stupid stuff, go watch that highlight from last night. People are flushing money right down the toilet. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
Things are moving slowly, causing a 5-minute delay on northbound 270 on the east outer belt between 33 and I-70. And you can expect another 5-minute slowdown on eastbound 270 on the north outer belt between 315 and 23. This report is sponsored by Allstate. You're in good hands. Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on anyone else. So if you drive safely, you could save money. Good to know. Visit allstate.com or call for a quote today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking to sell your home? Don't pay 6% commission. Call my guys at Sell for 1% Realtors. They're full service, not a do-it-yourself kind of thing. On average, customers save over $10,000. Give them a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
New 2024, up to 72 months Aria, up to 36 months Rogue, and 6/3/24.
Reichert Nissan has an announcement to make. 0% financing is now available for up to 72 months. Take a Reichert Nissan Aria home today and pay 0% for 72 months. But that's not all. Reichert Nissan also has 0% financing on Rogue 2. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33 or shop thousands at ReichertNissan.com. Save more this Memorial Day weekend, only at Reichert. We're dealing.
with approved credit. Residency restrictions apply. Offers cannot be combined. Dealer contribution affects consumer cost.
We go to war for you. Truth is, when you get injured, the deck is stacked against you. I'm attorney Robert Scherger, and we feast on the fight. If you don't have an attorney in your corner, you don't have a chance in hell. Protect your rights.
WarForYou.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone. Guys, you don't just want to be a utility player in the bedroom. You want to be the MVP. That's why you need to check out BlueChew.com. If you don't already know about Blue Chew, well, now's the perfect time to find out more, because Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Blue Chew is an online prescription service, so you don't have to go to a doctor's office. There's no awkward conversations. They find out what you need. They ship it right to your door in a discreet package, and it's all made in the USA, so they can prepare and ship it directly to you, which saves you money. And I'm going to help you save more money with promo code BONE. That's right. Try Blue Chew free when you use promo code BONE at checkout. Just pay $5 shipping. I mean, look, we made the promo code BONE because we don't want the promo code to be hard. We want, well, you get the idea. BlueChew.com, promo code BONE right now to get your first month of Blue Chew free.
Rothman and Ice.
Do you have a smart TV right now? Yes. So you can't watch anything outside of, no. TV is smart. I'm dumb.
Rothman and Ice. Weekdays at noon.
Sponsored by Pella Columbus.
The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone here for the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
It's our absolute favorite place to go for that live VIP sportsbook experience. 12,000 square feet of sportsbook action. 2 huge walls of TVs, not to mention delicious food and drink. But your experience can be even better if you download the Penn Play app.
Yep, you can get up to $140 in rewards. It's so easy, dummies like us can do it. Got to download the free Penn Play app today and cash in your bonuses. Plus, you never know, and you'll see Man and I lurking around.
I'm lurking. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Need inspiration? Shop Kroger for over 30,000 mouth-watering choices with savings beyond low prices, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week and up to $1 off per gallon at the pump. More savings and more inspiring flavors make Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
Save big on 12 packs of Coca-Cola, Pepsi, or 7-Up. Select varieties or buy 2, get 3 free with your card. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Spending the money to replace our home's windows is rarely something we get excited about. We usually do it because our energy bills suck or our current windows, well, they're too messed up. But in working with the local Pella Columbus team, my eyes have been opened. New windows can legitimately change the entire look of your home. They've got windows in colors and styles like I've never seen, and they can change everything. So go see my friends at PellaColumbus.com or check them out at their brand new Polaris showroom.
Right now during Cheap 4x4 season, well-qualified lessees get a low-mileage lease on the 2024 Jeep Compass Limited 4x4 for $379 a month for 42 months with $3,837 due at signing. Tax, title, license extra. No security deposit required. Call 1-888-925-JEEP for details. Requires dealer contribution and lease through Stellantis Financial Services. Extra charge for miles over 35,000. Not all customers will qualify. Residency restrictions apply. Take delivery by 6/3/2024. Jeep is a registered trademark.
Want to know anything about the Fans contest, how to win, or what's up for grabs? Check out 971thefan.com. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Barely famous, incredibly stupid. This is Common Man and T-Bone.
You know, Bone and I do all our banging at Hollywood Casino Columbus and their 12,000 square foot sports book. It is the place to be. Maybe you're saying, what are we doing this weekend? It's a holiday weekend. We got some time. We got a cookout, but then what else are we going to do?
Oh, you know.
Go to the casino. Bring the whole family.
Well, you could bring the whole family as long as they're over 21.
Well, even if you could just leave the kids in the parking lot.
You know what else you could do? You could swing into the sports book. Maybe you're going to be out during some of these big sporting events that are happening this weekend. There are auto races going on this weekend. There's some golf going on in the not too distant future. All these things. Maybe you want to just swing in real quick, place your wagers at the sports book, get your tickets, and put them in your pocket and go. And then if they cash, you can go back to the sports book.
Look at you.
Cash them in and enjoy yourself some fine food and bev while you come back to cash your winnings at Hollywood Casino Columbus.
The sports book at Hollywood Casino Columbus, it is the preferred location for me and Bone and
Japanese competitive eater Kobayashi.
Unconfirmed.
Yes.
That we don't know.
Must be 21 or older. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. Speaking of gambling, now there's gambling and then there's just lighting money on fire, which is what I'm reading about here. At FanDuel, Bronny James going number 1 in the NBA draft has attracted 30% of the tickets.
Okay.
On BetMGM, it's 36.8% of the bets. People are betting on Bronny James not just to go in the first round, but to be the number 1 pick in the draft.
I don't know why.
Look,
okay. I what?
Like maybe you tell a buddy like if you were to put money on the Blue Jackets to win the Stanley Cup,
right?
Like, well, it's not going to happen, but look, I did it, $5. But we're talking about like 36% of the action is going on Bronny James to be the number 1 pick in the draft. Just light the money on fire.
Yeah, there's only one way that happens, and that is if LeBron James very, very clearly says, I will immediately work to get out of my contract. I will leave. I will go wherever I need to go. If you draft my son, guaranteed I'm playing for you next year. No questions asked.
Is LeBron getting in a time machine and going back 10 years? I don't think even anybody would do that for LeBron now, would they? The number 1 pick in the draft?
Let me put it this way. If the number 1 pick in the draft now, this year's draft specifically, there are some talented players in it for sure. There are some guys that you could build around and eventually go be like Oklahoma City, where they've been, a team that got into the playoffs and had a really good regular season, all that stuff. There's nobody in this draft that moves the meter. Think about it this way. If you could draft Caitlin Clark number 1 in the WNBA this year, would you do it? Yes. Why? Not just because she's going to be good for many years, you hope, if you're building your WNBA, but because the second you do that, you're selling jerseys, you're selling tickets, you're doing all the stuff maybe your organization has struggled to do. LeBron is not the player he once was. I'm not making this up, dude. He is still a top 10 or 15 player in the league at his advanced age, which is mind-boggling, but he is the number 1 jersey seller if he goes to a new team. He is the number 1 ticket seller if he goes to a new team. So the only way this happens, though, again, is if LeBron says it's not only guaranteed, my agent is sitting by the phone and we're going to do all the contract stuff. So that's not happened. I mean, it's yes, he has made mention of that. He has said he would like to play alongside his son. There's just too much going on right now with the Lakers for me to say that's a done deal going to happen. I think it is lighting money on fire to bet that way. But if some team comes out tomorrow and says, we want LeBron James, we don't care about any of these other guys that we're drafting, well, then they're going to draft Bronny's son.
Who has the number 1 pick?
The Hawks, Atlanta. Which, again, Atlanta's they're an okay to bad Eastern Conference team. They've not been great. They've had to get rid of some assets over the last few years. They would be the type of team. I'm not saying they will do this. I don't think they will. I don't think any of these teams are doing this, to be clear.
It's a waste of money. No one's doing this.
No, you would have to be entirely cynical. And I'm shocked that 30% of the money on whatever betting site you said it was.
It's lots of them.
30% of the money is on this idea that the entirety of the NBA is going to say, yeah, we don't care. We just want to draft the guy solely to you're not going to go win a title with LeBron. You need LeBron and some pieces, right? And that's not happening just with this draft pick. So even if that happened, you're just doing it for jersey sales and for notoriety and to get some pub. I don't understand that.
Major League Baseball had owners meetings yesterday, and the commissioner, Rob Manfred, came out and spoke after the owners meetings about a variety of topics.
Okay.
He was asked about robot home plate umpires for next season. He said, we still have some technical issues. We haven't made as much progress in the minor leagues this year as we sort of hoped at this point. I think it's becoming more and more likely this will not be a go for 25.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know how everybody else feels about it. For me, yes, you're losing the tradition of having an umpire back there. It's a tradition I could do without. The umpire will still be there. Mm-hmm. He just won't be making the calls. I would prefer them go to the robo-ump thing on that, and then you have less arguments about this. You just get it done, and it moves the game along a little bit more.
They thought of implementing a challenge system. If somebody thinks, oh, that's really a strike,
Oh, on balls and strikes.
On balls and strikes,
yeah, okay.
Right. He said, originally we thought everybody was going to be wholeheartedly in favor of the idea. If you can get it right every single time, that's a great idea. One thing we've learned in these meetings is the players feel there could be other effects on the game that would be negative if you use it full blown.
Okay.
He says players feel that a catcher that frames is part of the, if you let me use the word, art of the game. And that if, in fact, framing is no longer important, the kinds of players that would occupy that position might be different than they are today. You could hypothesize a world where instead of a framing catcher who's focused on defense, the catching position becomes a more offensive player. That alters people's careers. Those are real, legitimate concerns that we need to think all the way through before we jump off that bridge. Okay, let's discuss. I don't know if robot umps will work. I don't know, as a longtime baseball fan, if I see it, I will hate it. I have no idea. I think the notion that we don't want to do it or that some people don't want to do it because, like, Martin Maldonado can't play Major League Baseball anymore?
Right.
Because, wow, I mean, he's a real good defensive catcher, but, I mean, he can't hit, and a guy like that's going to lose a job. Okay.
Right. What are we talking about?
The art of framing. Well, you know what? Major League Baseball umpires have talked about that for a long time in not so many words. The art of different strike zones.
Yeah.
And we've all agreed that's BS. It shouldn't be that way.
Absolutely right.
So what are we talking about here?
This would be like arguing that a player in soccer who's really good at faking injuries will lose his job if they said, we're done pretending with injuries. If you're down, we're going to like cut that out of the game. If they could find a way to do that, the argument against it would be, yeah, but some guys have gotten really good at deception. All right. Well, that's only because your referees are stupid. That's only because your umpires are bad at this. That's why catchers are better at framing, some of them, than others.
Oh, it's
that's
an
not
art.
That's not being a good defensive catcher.
It's an art to fool them.
That's not being a good defensive catcher. That's being able to like move your arm a centimeter at the right time when you catch the ball. What are we talking about?
There's plenty of reasons to make sure this technology is right before you do it. I'm not saying jump in before you have all the research, but the notion that pitch framing won't be there anymore and that may drive some catchers out of the game, who the hell cares?
Also, if they're Major League ball players, they'll adjust. They'll figure it out. Oh. They'll figure out how to survive in a world where they don't have to frame.
Why do I keep getting hurt? Hold on, I threw it 104.
Well, fair enough. Maybe they won't. But you know what? Then that's how sports work sometimes. They change rules and then guys are out of jobs. It has happened before. It'll happen again.
Fat Boy Food Tap coming up next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan Traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You should watch out for an accident blocking the left lane on southbound 71's ramp to the westbound downtown split, and that's on the north side. And we've got a 10-minute delay on eastbound 70 on the east side between James Road and Bryce Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Association of County Behavioral Health Authorities. Sometimes life can be overwhelming. Crisis Text Line can help. If you are struggling and feel like you can't talk to anyone about it, text 4HOPE to 741-741. Free confidential support. Crisis Text Line. Text 4HOPE to 741-741 now. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Bobby Carpenter here for Affinity Whole Health, the leader in the testosterone and hormone replacement therapy game. And weight loss too, that's right. Affinity offers semaglutide injections for weight loss in addition to their testosterone treatments so you can lose weight and build muscle. They customize a plan directly for you. They added peptides to my TRT. They've added semaglutide with my friend's testosterone, and the results are amazing. They're pumped about summertime and pool season, so check them out at feelgreatcolumbus.com. That's feelgreatcolumbus.com.
Spring is a season full of new life and new opportunities to celebrate. Hi, it's Alex Johnson from the Diamond Cellar. Anniversaries, new babies, graduations, plus everything in between, discover the perfect gift for every occasion. Visit us at the Diamond Cellar on Sawmill Road or East and Thompson.
Big things are happening on the east side. We're ready to
deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now, during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
O'Reilly.
Check engine light on? Take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. It's free and provides a report with solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians. And if you need help, we can recommend a shop for you. Ask for O'Reilly Veriscan today.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
The standing room only, with all eyes on the 18th green.
There was some speed to this.
The sudden roars.
Gauged it just right.
That Sunday celebration.
From Oslo to Ohio, Victor Hovland is the champion.
It's better live. Join us at the Memorial Tournament presented by Workday, June 3rd through 9th. Visit memorialtickets.com today.
Your Memorial Day weekend haul can be found with one stop at Meijer. Pick up fresh from Meijer 80% lean ground beef family pack for just $2.99 a pound. Plus, buy 5, save $5 on Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, Breyer's ice cream, and 24-pack Coca-Cola or Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. And rev up your savings and earn 50 points per gallon of gas pumped at any Meijer Express through June 1st. Get everything you need for Memorial Day this week at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
Open your door to a beautiful Nature Stone basement floor. This is Paul Keels for Nature Stone. Save up to 50% during their May is for Moms sales event. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor. Wow, it's Nature Stone.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars. Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good afternoon. I'm Buddy Wells. The Ohio State-Nebraska game in the Big Ten baseball tournament continues, and through 6 innings of play, the Cornhuskers hold a 6-3 lead over the Buckeyes. The winner of that one will advance to play Indiana tomorrow, the losers out of the tournament. In Major League Baseball, the Reds begin a 3-game series tonight hosting the LA Dodgers. First pitch is at 7:10. Graham Ashcraft is on the mound. Meanwhile, the Guardians begin a 6-game road trip tonight in LA for the first of 3 against the Angels. Logan Allen is on the bump as Cleveland looks for a 7th straight win. The Guards and Halos get going tonight at 9:38. And the conference finals continued tonight in both the NBA and Stanley Cup playoffs. In the NBA, we have Game 2 of the West Finals between the Mavs and Timberwolves in Minnesota. Dallas leads the series 1-game tonight. Tip-off is at 8:30. And in the Stanley Cup playoffs, it's Game 2 of the East Finals. The Panthers visit the Rangers. Florida is ahead in the series 1-game tonight. Face-off is at 8. This update is sponsored by Nature Stone. Schedule your free cost estimate today at naturestone.com. It's not just a floor wow, it's Nature Stone.
Murdering brain cells, one show at a time. Back to Man and Bone.
It is Tool of the Week Friday. Send in your Twitter tools at Man and Bone 971. Text the burner phone 614-787-3093 and jump in the chat on YouTube. We're live on YouTube. Just search 971 The Fan. Click on the live button. You'll see the chat come up on the right side. All of our favorite degenerate listeners are there. Please join them. You know what time it is, Bone?
Oh, I know what time it is. I've been waiting for this all day.
Common Man and T-Bone have very little value unless they're telling you about all the crap they can shove in your mouth so you can die quicker. It's time for Fat Boy Food Tip. Wait, how do you want me to say it? Tip? This is dumb. I quit.
Bone, it's finally happening.
What's that?
I told you it would happen. Look, we've all bemoaned the high prices that we've seen at fast food restaurants. Inflation's real, and it's a bitch. But what we've seen recently, we've seen McDonald's say, we're going to do value stuff. Customers say they want value, we're going to do it. We're going to launch a $5 deal. We've seen Taco Bell launch deals. Wendy's has launched a $3 breakfast deal. They're also going to be focusing on value. And I said all it was going to take was for one of these behemoths to really miss their earnings projections And then they'd start fighting with each other.
Yep.
And that's what's happened now, because now Burger King has come out and they said they're doing a $5 deal too.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes, they say they're going to launch it, although we don't know when. It will be a choice of sandwich. They're not telling us which sandwich it is, though.
Okay.
Choice of 3 sandwiches.
Probably like a Junior Whopper or something like that, I'm guessing.
With nuggets, fries, and a drink for $5.
Oh, that's great.
Yes, it's not going to be a regular Whopper for that price.
No,
it can't
Junior. Like I'm saying, it'll be that size. Like maybe their double cheeseburger is not Whopper sized. It's smaller. Their Junior Whopper is obviously smaller. Maybe something along those lines is what they'll try to do. But yeah, that'd be fine for $5.
So here's what you do. Look, I'm not saying everything's over and everything's reasonably priced, but you got the restaurants like Applebee's and Chili's trying to capture the fast food customers by lowering their prices on some of the items.
They're doing like
and offering deals.
$10, come in and get like a 3-course meal with a drink and all that stuff.
You got the fast food places now fighting amongst each other not to lose market share and trying to show the customer, no, we're the value option. Stop in and see us. You got the Walmarts of the world that are now saying, look how many people are buying groceries from us.
Yeah.
Because the fast food is so expensive. And then the other places like Giant Eagle and Kroger see that and say, we got to lower our prices to try and get to Walmart level.
Yeah, that's right.
Before you know it, Bone, everything will be free. They'll be paying us to eat this food.
That would be wonderful if it happens. I will think at some point that will then flatten out, and then everyone will get used to the new prices, and then suddenly they'll go, hey, you know what we can do? We can jack these things back up a little bit, because people are coming back. This is how it always goes. But you might as well take advantage of it while they're swinging low right now instead of swinging up.
Yes.
But that's good. Also, I have 2 Fat Boy food tips. One is a Fat Boy food tip. Thank you to our guy, Big Rig, who runs the station here. Not the radio station, the entire
whole thing,
company.
Television, radio, everything.
Yeah. Our local affiliate here. He runs all of it. We were talking about how he seemed like a good dude and he's been really nice and doing things to show his appreciation for the staff here. What happened today? I walk out there and Timmy Hall says, which kind of ice cream treat do you want? I have a chocolate chip ice cream cookie sandwich. I have a strawberry shortcake bar. What was the other one he had? I forget. But anyway, he had a bunch of ice cream treats. And he said, these are all courtesy of Big Rig. These are all from him. Remember how many the last guy got us when we would do something good? None.
Well, that just goes to show that we're all just deep down a bunch of sheep.
Yep.
You can cut our benefits and lay off some people, but as long as you throw us some free ice cream once in a while, really that's all we need.
Is he cutting our benefits? Did I miss something?
No, I'm just saying.
I got to check my email.
He may sneak that in.
Well, let's hope not. But for now, I'm saying...
Next week he fires a bunch of people. But hey, I gave you a free Milky Way ice cream bar.
Right, yeah. It's not quite pizza in the break room, but I see what you're saying. But
yeah, they have donuts this morning.
Oh, did we?
Yes.
Oh,
well, we didn't have it. They had donuts for the morning crew upstairs.
Oh, okay, all right. Well, they're here early. And then they had ice cream for the afternoon crew. So I'll take that. Now, the actual Fat Boy food tip, and this is, of course, a little self-serving for me. I'm going to the Indy 500 this weekend. I know some of you might be going too. But even if you're not, I think we can all appreciate these items that are being offered. New concession items at the Indy 500. Mike, let me read a few of these to you.
Okay.
How about a short rib chili dog? Now, these are all things that are available in the common areas. They are not in the VIP areas. So I'm only reading you things that an average person could get, not someone who's, up in the hoity-toity land.
I love a shredded meat chili. Yeah. I mean, I love a ground beef chili, too, don't get me wrong. But you get a good short rib or nice little chuck that you just really shred in there.
Well, here's what they're doing. It says hot dog piled high with short rib, cheese sauce, and fried jalapenos.
That can't be bad.
Oh,
what's the price? $90?
It doesn't say what I don't have prices on these, but yeah, I mean, I'm sure that'll be a little upsell item. In my experience, it's like prices at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway are like going to a Jackets game. You know what I mean? Where it's like if you want a premium product, it's probably between $10 and $15. If you want like more of a snacky thing, it's between $5 and $10, that kind of thing.
What else do they have there? Do they have Confederate cakes?
No.
Do they have that there?
They do have...
maybe some Noose nachos?
They have curds and cakes. These are creamy cheese curds and zesty jalapeno cheese curds. I don't know where the cakes come in, but they are cheese curds, so I like that. They also have Artie's kebabs. These are fan favorite chicken and pork kebabs. I've never had them, but they look delicious in the pictures.
I like a good kebab.
Yeah. I like that too. Now, they also are a big thing out in Indiana at the State Fair, those kind of things, but also at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway is the hand-breaded pork tenderloin. It's a big...
They just pound it thin, right?
It's about the size of a paper plate.
Yeah,
and
absolutely.
And then they deep fry it. Well, they bread it and then deep fry it, and it's delicious.
You know who's got one of those sandwiches?
Who's that?
Culver's.
Oh, yeah.
Culver's does a big pork tenderloin.
Yeah. Well, they are doing a take on that called the loaded tenderloin fries, where you're actually getting fries that are then loaded with hand-breaded diced pork tenderloin. So they've cooked that and then chopped it up. They layer that on the fries. They put red-eye gravy on it.
I'm not a big fan of the red-eye gravy.
Well, that's a thing out there.
I know. I don't know, that coffee taste thing.
Yeah. And then pickled pepper relish on top of that. I mean, I'm just saying, there's a lot of flavor going on there. I would be interested to try that.
Give me a brown gravy. I'll be all over that.
Sure. They also have an al pastor burger, the grilled Angus burger topped with pineapple and rum-glazed candied bacon, grilled pineapple again, and cilantro crema.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I'd be up for that. I may get that. And then they also have a beverage that I'm interested in trying, the Kiss the Crown, which is, of course, featuring Royal Crown. It's refreshing summer cocktail featuring Crown Peach, peach schnapps, and sweet and sour mix served in a 16-ounce logo mason jar. Now, if you are a VIP, here are a couple of the options they have up in the super hoity-toity areas. They have a Raceway seafood bucket, which is chilled shrimp, crab claws, lobster salad, St. Elmo's cocktail sauce, St. Elmo's remoulade, lemon, and Tabasco sauce. They also have smoked baby back ribs, steak and eggs brunch station, pastrami salmon, smoked salmon paired with pickled shallots, mustard caviar, and garlic aioli on rye toast. That sounds cheap. And then finally, how about this? A logoed tomahawk steak. Where the big tomahawk with the bone sticking out of it.
And you can customize the bone.
Well, they're going to put the logo of the Speedway on it.
I see.
That's what they're going to logo on there. 40-ounce tomahawk steak with grilled asparagus, crushed herb fingerling potatoes, and poached garlic with a side of mushroom
I was thinking of doing that for you once.
What?
There is a place online that has like the big long bone tomahawk steak.
Yeah.
And you can get something engraved on the bone.
I didn't know that.
And I was thinking of like doing your name or Let 'Em Live or something show related on the bone.
Well, that's very nice. I appreciate the other gifts you've given me. They've been just as good as that.
But I didn't know if you'd actually want to cook that, though, because it's a very expensive piece of meat, and some people get afraid they're going to ruin it.
I would be afraid I would ruin it, or I would be afraid that, like, I would get it cooked and then drop it, and the dog would eat it before I could get to it. That's how it'd probably go.
Teddy, what's your favorite cut of steak?
Probably take a nice filet mignon.
Yeah, you like it lean?
Yeah, and wrapped with bacon. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of a ribeye. I'm not going to lie. Keep it simple.
You know,
I like the marbling.
I like the marbling too. For some reason, though, I always want a prime rib over a ribeye. It's the same cut of meat. It's just roasted instead of grilled.
No,
but you give me like
fair.
the au jus to dip it in, and that's horseradish sauce.
That's fair. I am a big fan. I used to be very lean meat when I would go for steak, like the pork, like what Teddy was just talking
tenderloin.
about.
Yeah, I like a tenderloin too. It's delicious.
But now I've gotten to a point where that marbling gets me every time.
Lends itself to a béarnaise sauce. You like a béarnaise, Teddy?
Sure, put that on there. I'm easy to please.
I don't know what that is, but it sounds great.
You know who's got a good steak frite?
Who's that?
The Avenue, which is a Cameron Mitchell spot, because they all are. I don't know why they just don't name Bridge Park Cameron Mitchell Land.
Yeah.
It's like a Disney World.
I know it
for
is.
Cameron Mitchell over there. And I'm not usually the biggest Cameron Mitchell fan, but I enjoy the steak frite at the Avenue. It's a skirt steak, which I think is underutilized, and I think is very good. And they give you the real thin, shoestringy fries. And they top it with butter, so the butter gets all in the fries, too.
Okay.
But then I get a side of the béarnaise sauce. You can dip the steak in there and the fries.
Nice.
Delicious.
What's a béarnaise sauce? What kind of flavor palette are we talking there?
Like a hollandaise type of deal.
All right.
Thick, egg yolky sauce.
I see. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not a tomato-y sauce?
No tomato there.
Okay. Gotcha.
Inflation is real. Details next. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You'll find traffic is moving slowly on westbound 670 between 71 and Neal Avenue. And you can also expect a delay on northbound 71 on the north side between Polaris Parkway and Big Walnut Road. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only while supplies last. Find your nearest one today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is the absolute worst time of the year to be dealing with joint pain. You can't do the stuff outdoors you love, the stuff you want to do, the hiking, the running, the playing on the beach. It's being around friends and family. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. If you're tired of achy joints, you need to call my friends over at QC Kinetics before you agree to any risky surgeries or steroids or harmful medications. That's what tens of thousands of real-life patients around the country did, just like me with my knee. My dad did with his knee. Some of our friends and family who have done it with knees and shoulders and a variety of joints. They're out walking around now, enjoying the time outside. Or you could be like a guy like Chad, who wants to live life to the fullest, but his knees have been bothering him. He's been on pain meds forever. He went to crutches on his high school reunion, but that was before he found QC Kinetics, and now he's bouncing around like the pain is gone. And QC Kinetics has a national director in Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, who's been doing this for over 20 years. So go check him out at 614-208-4544. That's 614-208-4544.
Have you experienced foot or ankle pain during or after sports, running, or exercising at the gym? Nagging aches in your foot or ankle that won't go away? Podiatric physicians can provide you with important foot care solutions, shoe inserts, or show you how to support your feet and ankles so you're able to compete or exercise comfortably. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and have been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Common Man here. Let me tell you about my new friends, Sell for 1% Realtors. This is a new company for me. They were interested in working with me, so they went for a CAT scan. When that passed, I needed to meet the family to see what they were all about, if they were a good fit. And when I say meet the family, I mean it. Sell for 1% is totally family run right here in Columbus. The premise is almost too good to be true. They sell your house for 1% commission, not 6%. That's it. And they do everything you'd expect from the 6% people. This is full service, not a discount service. Here's how they do it. Technology has made the realtor's job easier, from taking photos to signing documents on your phone, but their prices have remained the same, even though the realtor's not putting in the same time they used to. Sell for 1% passes the savings on to you because they know you're going to be impressed with the service and then tell people about it. On average, customers save over $10,000 in commissions. I didn't know about these guys 10 years ago. Don't be stupid like me and pay more than you have to. If you're selling, give my guys a call, 614-451-6616. That's 451-6616.
Bishop and Friends.
He doesn't have to make that many hard throws because of the amount of talent. So this is the most inexact science there is, quarterbacks and drafting them.
Bishop and Friends.
Sponsored by Awaken 180 Weight Loss. Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. Do you ever worry about a sales guy trying to sell you on something that you really don't need, or even worse, sell you on a product that turns out to be low quality? I absolutely hate that. But you don't have to worry about that with Newman Roofing. They work hard to eliminate that fear, as they're going to be honest with you about what you really need and what product works the best. When we got our roof, we sat down with Tim and his team, and they showed us 3 to 4 different styles. We talked about prices, we talked about quality, and what would best fit our needs. They were fully transparent about it, and we were so happy with the entire process. They're not going to overpromise and underdeliver. We got more than what we bargained for, which was one heck of a quality roof. The Newman sales team, they try to do things right from the very beginning, and you're going to be greeted with a friendly voice who's focused on your needs. And you can see that because of the hundreds of 5-star reviews and why they're one of the most trusted family names in Central Ohio. So give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF or check them out online at newmanroofing.com.
This is the sound of a popular American motorcycle. It's the sound of freedom, the open road, really good times. And this is what it sounds like with a drunk guy in it. How do you like the sound of that? Cops are cracking down on drunk motorcycle riders. If you ride drunk, you will get caught and you will get arrested. Drunk riding. Over the limit, under arrest. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Transportation.
Not wearing your seatbelt could cost you a ticket or your life. Don't risk it. Click it or ticket. Paid for by NHTSA.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Expect mostly clear skies for tonight, but don't rule out an isolated thunderstorm. Overnight lows in the mid-60s. For your Saturday, high temperatures in the mid-80s, partly cloudy skies, but an isolated storm possible. Looking ahead to your Sunday, temperatures also in the mid-80s, but a better chance for storms once we get into Sunday evening and overnight. We may carry that through the first half of your Memorial Day with a high temperature right around 80 degrees. I'm meteorologist Rob Ellis on 97.1 The Fan.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Sportsbook at Hollywood Casino. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
The dumb is strong with this show. You're listening to Man and Bone.
I want to talk to you about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. You know, I had somebody send me a text on the burner phone today saying that every time I say Pee-Pee Nowurkey, it makes him think of former Buckeye Brian Lewerke.
Okay.
So whatever makes you think
random
of Brian Lewerke is a good thing. So let's lean into it. Tri-State Men's Health treatments work when the pills or herbals fail, my friends. They have treatments with success rates well over 90%. Some treatments can even have you lasting an hour or more. Schedule a consult with Tri-State Men's Health today. Your initial visit's only $99. Includes a medical consult with a licensed medical provider, a T and PSA test. Brian Lewerke comes in, and if medically advised, a test dose. And if the test dose doesn't work in the office, your visit is free. Call them today. 800-900-9654 or visit tristatemenshealth.com.
I like how this read has now turned into almost a version of Stefan on Weekend Update on SNL. It's like they've got
I don't understand the reference, but
they've got everything. They've got test doses for you. They've got a shot that'll help you. Brian Lewerke's there.
They have it all.
It's great. I love it. Mike, I've got a stat that'll blow your mind.
I'm ready.
This is you talking about inflation is real.
Yeah.
All right. Here's some inflation. Now, there's a good explanation for this, but I'll just read you the numbers. Sportico put this out. 2009, the valuation of the Golden State Warriors basketball franchise. Want to take a guess at what it was in 2009?
2009. I don't know, $1 billion?
Not close.
800 million?
Try 300 and what is it? $319 million.
319 million in 2009.
Yeah.
All right. Also, when was 2009?
That would have been
15 years ago.
16 years ago?
Yeah, 15
Not
years
like
ago.
ancient history. I mean, that's a long time ago, but it's also not that long of a time ago in the grand scheme of what I'm about to tell you. Their valuation now in 2024 is not 319 million. It's $8.2 billion.
That's quite the thing.
Now, part of the reason for this is because they built a stadium complex with some entertainment district around it, and that was mostly funded by the owners. So they control it. They have to maintain it too. But that district does add to their value. They previously did not have that same level of control. But, okay, that caveat aside, you're talking about $300 million to $8.2 billion, not even in 20 years. I don't know what type of investment gets you that type of return, but that is significant.
Nothing.
No, there's nothing that I can think of.
AI chip stock NVIDIA is the answer. I learned that from CNBC.
I didn't even know about it. That's good to know.
I'm just saying, like they're taking over the universe.
Okay.
Because they're making the AI chips.
Oh, I see.
NVIDIA.
Allen Iverson chips sound delicious. I would have some.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what they're making? No.
You know, we got 7 minutes here.
Okay.
And I have nothing planned. I think we should drop in the chat and take suggestions.
Okay.
What do you want us to talk about for 7 minutes? And I think you should jump in the chat. Go on YouTube, search 971 The Fan, click on the live button. Our ugly faces will pop up, and then you'll see the chat on the right side of the screen. So send us your suggestions. We have 7 minutes. Is it 7?
I don't know.
No, it's not. It's 5.
Like 5 minutes.
5, yeah.
It's 5. So we can talk about anything you want for 5 minutes.
Number one, people are saying it's NVIDIA, not NVIDIA.
Shut up.
I knew you would hate that.
Shut up.
Secondly, Jim says, Stat Nerd is Mike's job. So I apparently should not be giving you stats.
No, you've given us 2 stats today. What was the first one you gave me?
The first one was all the things that could fit,
inside the Indy 500. That blew my mind.
Yeah. One of those things is Vatican City.
Well, among other things, it was like Vatican City and
Yankee Stadium,
and Ohio Stadium and everything.
Yeah, it actually is different. Here's another way of putting that for the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. The interior of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway has the acreage to fit before expansion. Let's be clear. But when there were 14 teams in the Big Ten, remember those days eons ago that we can barely even think back to, all of last winter? All 14 Big Ten football stadiums could fit inside the Indianapolis Motor Speedway infield.
All right, people are talking about cookout foods because it's Memorial Day weekend.
Oh, yeah. What are you doing? Are you doing anything on the grill?
Well, I'm not because I'm going to Florida.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Well, I don't know.
I'm going to be with the idiots.
I didn't know if where you're going, if they have, do they have a grill? You're going to be able to grill out where you are?
There's no grill.
Okay.
There's none of that. There is a Mexican place that I like, though, that we're going to go to.
Oh.
Right off the plane.
All right. Well, that's great. What's it called? Name drop them.
Well, we're going to Southwest Florida first.
Okay.
It's a place called Iguana Mia.
Okay.
Iguana Mia. If you enjoy a chimichanga, and if you don't, stop listening. Because it's a burrito that they've deep fried in oil.
Yeah.
If you enjoy that, they make a mean chimi. Mean. And I've always said the key to a good chimi is to get it naked. No sauce on top.
Yeah.
All right. You get the sauce on the side. I'm not anti-sauce.
No.
But when you put the sauce on top, it makes the whole thing soggy. You keep it naked. It stays crispy. And then you can take your forkful and dip in the sauce of your choice.
This sounds like I almost passed out just hearing you describe it. It sounds so good.
What are you making this weekend?
Well, I'm going to the Indy 500 on Sunday, and then I'll be traveling back on Monday. So probably just if I do any grilling, I may actually take a grill with me to the 500, but I haven't got that far in the planning yet.
I don't like to get fancy for cookouts. I do burgers. I do dogs. I like the old-fashioned, mayonnaise-based potato salads.
I can't do any of the salads.
I like that. I like the macaroni. It reminds me of summer. Macaroni salad and potato salad reminds me of summer.
Really? I can't do any of it. I'm not a pasta salad guy. I'm not a potato salad guy. I'm not a regular salad guy.
But you're not anti-mayo.
No, I'm not. I just don't like cold potatoes and cold
I do. I like them.
Pasta.
What about a baked bean? You like a baked bean?
No. I also don't like a baked bean. I'm very
baked bean.
I like mac and cheese, corn on the cob. What else do I like at a cookout? Chips, that kind of stuff.
I've never had mac and cheese at a cookout.
What?
Ever. No, I'm not. I'm saying I'm probably the weird one. But
you should add that to the list.
I mean, it's delicious. Don't get me wrong. It's just something that was never in our rotation.
I'm not talking about Kraft mac and cheese. I'm talking about a baked, the topping with the breadcrumbs, the kind that when you stick your spoon in, you have to crack the crust to get under there. Oh, yeah, big plate of that.
Now, what would you rather have? Would you rather be invited to somebody's cookout? You get there in the backyard, and they got dogs and burgers, and they've done it up.
Yep.
Right? You can put your own toppings on, like Fuddruckers. Whatever the hell you want to do.
Sure.
Or you get there, and it's just big trays of fried chicken, already prepared.
Oh.
They're not making it homemade there, but they've ordered out.
Okay.
And they've got fried chicken. What's striking your fancy?
Okay. Right now, if you ask me today what I want a very smoky burger with the, how it gets almost reddish on the outside when it gets, the juices have kind of, I don't know if they've caramelized on the outside or what causes that, where it gets that outer crust almost, but then inside it's still juicy.
You get a good sear on that burger.
Yeah.
But you're at the mercy of the person cooking it, though.
Oh, that's fair.
When you go to somebody's backyard, I mean, I've had burgers that taste like shoes.
Yeah, that's true. But I'm saying I'm willing to take that risk just because I am really in the favor right now of a smoky, almost a little well done, but not too well done, burger with the cheese and the trimmings and all that stuff. And then just you take a bite of that and the grease just shoots out of both sides and dribbles down your chin and you go, yes, it is summertime. I'm eating a burger. Yeah, that's what I want.
All right. Tool of the week is next. See, we managed to kill 5 minutes, Teddy. Are you proud of us?
Yeah, but I knew you could do it. Come on. You're professionals.
Thanks, Ted.
No, we're not.
Thank you, Ted.
Tool of the week next. Colin Mann and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
We've got slow traffic on westbound 70 on the west side between 670 and Hague Avenue, and expect a couple-minute delay on southbound 315 between 670 West and Town Street. This report is sponsored by Staples Stores. Staples can print anything you need to move your business forward, like banners, flyers, signs, and catalogs, some even same day. And now at Staples, save $50 on your print purchase of $150 or more. Offer ends 6/1. Visit staples.com/print for details. Staples, your local print and marketing expert. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Want a great choice with great value? It's great to drive Honda and save thousands with low 1.9% financing. All your favorite Honda models are in stock. Save big on a great selection of cars, SUVs, and trucks, like the new 2024 Honda Ridgeline, now with low 1.9% financing. There's never been a better time to buy a new Honda. Search your local Honda dealer today. See dealer for financing details for well-qualified buyers. Offer ends 7/8/24.
Common Man here for Care Heating and Cooling. Weather is unpredictable, but the inside of your home should be comfortable just the way you like it. And the best way to avoid those unnecessary surprises is with a care plan. See, with a care plan, you get priority service, system maintenance in case of an emergency. Just another way to give you and your family peace of mind. And maintaining your systems properly can help save you money. A properly maintained furnace and air conditioner run more efficiently, reducing your utility usage. Regular maintenance also prevents breakdowns and extends the life of your equipment. I'm on the care plan, and I'm quite the expert. I'll stop by and give your system a once-over. I will. Don't tempt me. I end every commercial the same way, telling you to hire Care when you need a company you can trust. It's not just a slogan. That's the Care creed. How about this? Lennox. They have thousands of dealers nationwide. HVAC royalty. Last year, Lennox gave Care their coveted Partner of the Year award because they're trusted by their customers and their partners. Care Heating and Cooling. Call 1-800-COOLING or book an appointment online at careheatingandcooling.com when you need a company you can trust.
We go to war for you.
I'm attorney Robert Scherter. After an accident, do you feel like when you have the answers, the insurance company changes the questions? Let us go to war for you and chop them down to size. Don't let them play games. Call us, 877-WAR-FOR-YOU.
WarForYou.com.
Hey, it's Bobby. When you have a large investment like a new roof, you want to work with a company you can trust. One with 30 years of experience and hundreds of 5-star Google reviews, 0 complaints with the BBB. That's Newman Roofing. So go check them out at newmanroofing.com or give them a call at 614-NEW-ROOF.
Tita Green with Skip Mosick.
Saturday, Beamer is in for me. He'll chat with PGA professional Ryan Cole from Columbus Country Club and update you on this week's Colonial.
Tita Green with Skip Mosick, presented by X-Golf. Saturday mornings at 9 on The Fan.
Common Man here for Diamonds Direct. Let's chat about Diamonds Direct for a sec. Their name says it all, right? But here's the real deal. Diamonds Direct is the true shopping experience. Picture this. You step into the store, and the energy's electric. The welcome's warm. They've got your favorite drink ready, and everybody's having a good time. It's not your typical hush-hush jewelry scene. It's like walking into the home of a trusted friend that has millions upon millions of dollars in precious gemstones just sitting there on the coffee table for you to check out. And the people there, they're not just about sales. They care. They dive into your story, what you're celebrating, and then they're going to work their magic to find something amazing that's not going to break the bank. And trust me, they've got the perks. Whether it's free cleanings, maintenance, even birthday surprises, it's all on the house. So whether you're planning that big proposal or looking to treat yourself for someone special, stop by Diamonds Direct. And if you don't believe me, go on Google, read all the reviews. Those are real people. For the best quality, price, and shopping experience, there's no better choice than Diamonds Direct. Check them out online, diamondsdirect.com. Tell them Common Man sent you.
Big things are happening on the east side.
We're ready to deal. Come negotiate during May's Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda. Lower payments, better financing, more value for any trade. Shop lindsayhonda.com and see new Hondas with thousands in savings plus many other deals. We'll work hard to get you a payment you can afford. Now during May Dealin' Days at Lindsay Honda.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference.
See lindsayhonda.com for program details.
Your Memorial Day weekend haul can be found with one stop at Meijer. Pick up fresh from Meijer 80% lean ground beef family pack for just $2.99 a pound. Plus, buy 5, save $5 on Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, Breyer's ice cream, and 24-pack Coca-Cola or Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. And rev up your savings and earn 50 points per gallon of gas pumped at any Meijer Express through June 1st. Get everything you need for Memorial Day this week at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
Common Man and T-Bone is sponsored by the Hinderer Motor Company. We love what moves you. The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
Common Man and T-Bone present Tool of the Week.
Sponsored by Metal Supermarkets. Visit metalsupermarkets.com/Columbus for all your metal needs.
The best tool, according to us, gets a $50 gift card to the Walrus. The Walrus, your downtown home for sports with 24 mega TVs. Let me run through some on the burner. This one is from Riff. My tool of the week is anyone hauling a camper up 23 North in the left lane the entire time, going 10 below the speed limit, and the moron with the boat directly behind them. No jail, just death penalty. Go the hell, all the way to hell.
I don't understand people who don't want to get out of the way.
Actually, there was a nice little limerick on the highway this morning.
Oh, was there? What did it say?
Camp in Ohio's state parks, not in the left lane.
All right, that's nice, but also, like, can we get the cops to maybe crack down on that? Like, if you see two people going 10 below in the left lane on a busy weekend, any weekend, but especially this, can we get them to pull those people over? Not the people who then go around those people after finally sitting behind them for 20 minutes, and then you get a little over the speed limit and get popped? Can we do that maybe?
My Sydney Sweeners.
Oh.
She's just got way too much energy, even Blue, the other dog.
My tool of the week is a certain gas station chain. Lost my wallet a day before leaving for vacation. Went to the manager twice before leaving, asking if they had found a wallet, and was told no both times. Went on vacation with no access to my bank accounts or ID. Came home and asked again and was told, yes, we've had this wallet for over a week.
Oh.
Sorry to hear about that, my friend.
Absolute tool. Yes. Here's one for you from Can You Take Me Higher? I don't know if you want to sing that.
Can you take me higher?
My guys is what he says.
It's Chops.
My dual tool is the beehole who's keeping track of what time I get into the office, and the co-owner who talked to me about it. Instead of shutting up the beehole, I'm on salary, Adam. Fall down. Yes. Thank you. Kirk says, my workspace food czars.
Go to hell.
Tool of the week is the coworker who ate 3/4 of a donut, then proceeded to put it back in the box on top of other donuts. Straight to jail. Straight to jail, yes.
My Dubois.
Oh.
Guys.
Look, man, I ain't falling for no banana in my tailpipe.
My tool of the week is the company who's currently working on the car that my wife drives to work. We used this company to replace our transmission last year. 13 days out of their 1-year warranty, the transmission went out again.
Oh.
They refused to budge, but finally settled on doing the work for half price. We had them go ahead and fix it, only for it to break 3 days later. They came up with every excuse in the book and said that the battery we replaced caused the transmission to go out this time. We had the car literally 72 hours. So much for standing behind your workmanship.
Oh, that is some BS. There's no way that a battery caused your transmission to go out. What a bunch of liars and tools. That's awful. My guys, this is from Urbansville Meyer.
I would go right for the sack in the middle.
Got 2 tools of the week. First is my job keeping me too busy last few weeks, but I couldn't tweet in time for the segments. Second is me for being a Debbie Downer, but the city council meeting audio is only partially real. The farts are fake. And then he links to the original video. No, I don't want to believe that.
I'm not listening to you.
No, I don't believe that.
I'm not listening to you.
No.
All right? Go ruin somebody else's hopes and dreams.
He also said, only reason I looked it up was because I wanted to send it to friends because it's too funny. Then I had the ultimate disappointment. Well, I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry. This is the place where dreams come true, not where we crush dreams.
That's right.
Thanks.
Nut Guy Butt says, my guys.
I would go.
We already did that.
Yeah.
I love a good basement.
My tool of the week is the dentist I went to yesterday. I was there 2 hours, had nothing done but a crappy temp filling because I was complaining and I had to go back to work. I have to go back for a pre-cleaning before the fillings start. I get it, my teeth suck, but hurry up, GTH. Yeah, that's not good. See, Teddy
couldn't even get his cleaning done.
Yeah, right.
Sounds like my dentist.
Yeah, maybe you go to the same place. President Bush says, my fat-tipped food boys.
I'm a man. I'm 40.
Tipped. That's TIPPED, just in case you're wondering.
I got it.
My tool of the week is whoever designed the Culver's parking lot in Marysville. There's very little parking room and always a traffic jam. I had to drive my fat ass to Roosters to park and eat.
I've been to that parking lot. I co-sign.
I'm there all the time. I live there. I know exactly what you're talking about. Also, President Bush says, if you like Marissa Dubois, check out Sava Schultz. That's a sight unseen. I can't confirm or deny. I have no idea about.
Do a little investigative research.
Okay, you do that. Jared says, my chubby tippers. My tool is Common Man for being obsessed with sneaking babies into casinos. Good one, Jared. I like that.
Hey, man.
Yeah.
Just trying to spice up the reads a little bit.
Chip Dip says, my beef hounds. I don't know.
Sexy time. I'm sorry. I was looking for Sava Schultz.
Well, calm down and fall down, as a matter of fact. Do that, too. My tool of the week is not having enough friends who want to play crossnet with Mrs. Chip Dip and I. For those who don't know, crossnet is like Foursquare, but played with a volleyball and a net. Sounds awesome.
Who's a net?
No. And the net. No, yeah, okay. And a net. I liked it. Beer Man says, my fellow fat fellas.
Would you like to touch my monkey?
Tool of the week is T-Bone for making me hungry, describing the Al Pastor burger. Now I'm hungry and not in Indianapolis. Hashtag GTH. Well, you can get there tomorrow or Sunday.
Talk about food all the time. By the way, I have found Sava Schultz.
Okay.
She has 1.6 million followers on the Instagram.
Yeah.
And she also is well proportioned. We'll just say that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. This one comes from Emma Watson's bottom half, who just is taking an L here. He says, my tool of the week is me. Because while I may be a great pie delivery guy, he did bring us pies from Canada.
He did.
I totally suck at the tool of the week submissions, looking in the mirror and telling myself to GTH.
Yeah, man, you just got to take it.
You know what?
This is what I always say. This is what I say to people. Look,
yeah,
you don't ask David Ortiz to put down a drag bunt. You know what you can do. You know what your job is. Emma Watson's bottom half's job is to drive from Canada with pies from Florida.
That's right.
That's his job, and then deliver them to Columbus, Ohio.
He then also said, dude, I am begging you, backyard gathering happening here with the show on the speakers, and I'm hoping to get a shout out so I look cool. Please call me a tool. There you go.
There you go, tool.
Hey.
Bring some more pies, loser.
Don't worry. He said that to me every day. I'm like, hey, Mike, how's it going? He's like, bring some more pies, loser. Comishman British O's says, my thick and creamy guys.
That's right, boy.
My tool of the week goes to allergies. It really sucks being allergic to the planet in jolly old springtime. Safe travels to man. I'd say GTH, but it sounds like you actually are.
I'm going there, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to the surface of the sun. Pray for me.
Annie Hockhausen says, my guys.
You got them all hot.
Tool of the week is Spotify. Asked it to play a summer classic rock playlist. Began playing Weezer, Jet, and Green Day. I wanted a fun ride to work before a holiday weekend, not a reminder that I'm old. Hashtag GTH.
That is classic rock, baby. Although, you know what? It's not. Classic rock is still classic rock.
I know. But also that we're both right. Like, by the numbers, it's classic. You know by the actual definition of classic rock, that's
90s rock.
Classic rock is 70s and early 80s.
Yes.
Right? That's about it. Duke says, my guys.
I was going for the Triple Crown up until I got the hemorrhoid.
I feel like I'm the tool this week. I spent all day on Saturday at Sonic Temple shouting T-Bone at every 40-ish bald guy with a beard, just in case it really was T-Bone.
Sounds about right.
FYI, Pantera and Sleep Token absolutely destroyed their sets. Well, good. I'm glad you had a good time. I'm sorry I wasn't there on Saturday. I was there Sunday. BG says, hello. Oh.
Hello?
My tools are Man and Bone for their catchy singing. Ever since Rimmer acquired Bon Jovi's vocal cords, I've had Bad Medicine and Love Shack stuck in my head. Hashtag jukebox money.
I got me a Chrysler. It's as big as a whale.
Let's see. I got one more to read here. This one is Colin, who says, my tool of the week is Teddy's dentist for not doing the cleaning himself. My dentist has had staffing issues a few times in the last few years and has done my cleaning twice. Look at that, Ted. People are saying your dentist sucks. Dentist is a menace, is what I'm hearing.
Pick a winner.
I'm going with Jared. He got us with the common man being obsessed with sneaking babies into casinos. That's just a good line.
That's a good line.
Yeah. I'm simple. We're going to win. You're going to win with that.
Thank you. I hope everybody out there, I don't know why I'm saying goodbye to you like the show's over. It's not.
No, it's not. You have another segment.
No, I know. It's stupid. I don't know why I'm saying that.
I know why.
What do you think, Boosh?
There's an old saying in Tennessee, I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee, that says, fool me once, shame on you. If fool me, we can't get fooled again.
Back page. Coming up, Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
You're looking at stop-and-go traffic on southbound 270 on the East Outer Belt between Main Street and I-70. We've got about a 5-minute delay on eastbound 33 between 270 Southeast and Hamilton Road. This report is sponsored by Ohio Laborers and Ohio Lesset. The Ohio Laborers, more than hard hats and tools, they're Ohio's infrastructure backbone, shaping communities through vital projects. From efficient roads to solar energy facilities, they build for Ohio's future. Build Ohio right, build it Union. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
Looking for reliable roofing services in Central Ohio? Go with Nitro Roofing. We'll get the job done right the first time. Reach out today for a free estimate at nitroroofing.com.
Hey, it's Anthony from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. You know what Rich is up to? He's got Memorial Day sales going all month long. Interest rates starting as low as 1.90% on the 2024s. The Civic LX sedan, the Accord LX sedan, and CRV LX two-wheel drives. And he's going to throw you an extra $1,000 for your trade. He wants to give you the best deal in town, and you will not be disappointed. Germain Honda of Dublin is my Honda dealer in Central Ohio, and hopefully yours on Sawmill Parkway just south of 270.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply.
Hi, this is Ron Frost with Ohio Mulch, and here's to Ohio Mulch celebrating 40 years of making the community a greener and more beautiful place, one garden at a time. Don't miss out on the opportunities to elevate your outdoor space and to be part of a journey towards the next 40 successful years. Check out our promotions online at ohiomulch.com.
Ohio Mulch, Landscape Supply. Greener, greener, better.
This is the absolute worst time of the year to be dealing with joint pain. You can't do the stuff outdoors you love, the stuff you want to do, the hiking, the running, the playing on the beach. It's being around friends and family. Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. If you're tired of achy joints, you need to call my friends over at QC Kinetics before you agree to any risky surgeries or steroids or harmful medications. That's what tens of thousands of real-life patients around the country did, just like me with my knee. My dad did with his knee. Some of our friends and family who have done it with knees and shoulders and a variety of joints. They're out walking around now, enjoying the time outside. Or you could be like a guy like Chad, who wants to live life to the fullest, but his knees have been bothering him. He's been on pain meds forever. He went to crutches on his high school reunion, but that was before he found QC Kinetics, and now he's bouncing around like the pain is gone. And QC Kinetics has a national director in Dr. Mitchell Sheencup, who's been doing this for over 20 years. So go check him out at 614-208-4544. That's 614-208-4544.
All your favorite fan shows are on YouTube. Watch us live or on demand by searching 971 The Fan. Which fan host will awkwardly scratch their privates? Let's find out together. Find us on YouTube. The Fan.
It was a quiet night in Columbus, maybe a little too quiet. Me, Philip Flapper, plumbing detective. I was finishing up for the night when she walked in. Long hair, 2 legs, a couple of arms, a nose, elbows. Pretty standard equipment for this neighborhood. I looked at her, she looked at me, and then we did that thing where we both spoke at the same time. What can I do for you? I'm sorry, that was awkward. We went on to talk about clogs, funny odors, water going down the drain too slow. This is above my pay grade, I told her, and gave her this website, apexpros.com. They're the pros who knows, the kinds of plumbers who don't mind getting their hands dirty. And believe me, what's down those pipes is dirty. Ugh, call the pros, Apex Pros. And that was it. She walked out of my life, using those legs I told you about earlier.
Hi, it's Alex, the friendly Apex Bear from Apex Pros. Apex plumbers are the pros who knows. ApexPros.com.
Hey, what's up? It's T-Bone for my crew at Valley Ford of Columbus. Looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle without breaking the bank? Well, it's the Drive America Celebration Sale at Valley Ford, and they have a sweet selection of certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage cars, trucks, and SUVs waiting for you. One of the big keys to Valley's success, satisfied customers like me. Their selection and savings on certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage vehicles is outstanding. Stop in today or shop the selection online right now. Valley takes all the risk out of buying because every certified pre-owned Ford Blue Advantage vehicle with blue or gold certification certification, features a minimum 139-point inspection, and here's the big one, they're also backed by a 14-day or 1,000-mile money-back guarantee. That's right, they stand behind every one of them with a money-back guarantee. Go online and see them all or get to Valley for a test drive and see and feel the quality. Get the better deal. Get to the Drive America Celebration Sale and keep on trucking at Valley Ford of Columbus. Vehicle must be returned within 14 days or 1,000 miles, whichever comes first from the original sales date and mileage as stated on bill of sale, and returned in same condition as sold. Other restrictions may apply. See dealer for details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Accurate Heating and Cooling and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep you and your home comfortable. The Fan.
Buckeye Show coming up at the top of the hour. The fine host of the Buckeye Show, your friend and mine, Timmy Hall.
My lovely guys. Hello.
I actually was excited for Crosstalk today because I thought Tyvis's wife was coming in. I met her for the first time out there. Very lovely lady.
She's too lovely for him.
Oh, she's much too lovely for him.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, she's really lovely. Way too lovely for him.
Mm-hmm.
I think you've both said that like 5 times.
She's way too lovely for him.
Is she lovely though?
Just don't know how much we can stress that.
Right.
Tyvis, I want to say
much too lovely.
I met your lovely wife back at the OSU 4-miler last year, and you know what? Even back then,
you could tell
she was too lovely for you.
Tyvis said he's the catch, actually, in the relationship.
There you go, Tyvis. There you go.
About that.
Now Tyvis is dancing on a pole. I don't know what he's doing in there. A lot of hip swiveling is going on.
He just ate some more fried chicken out there. I just saw him.
Well, you said he said he's doing the liquid diet.
Yeah, it's liquid, all right.
What liquid diet? He's eating canes out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Well, the sauce.
The cane sauce. That's the liquid.
That's not liquid. That's
Arnold
pour that over
viscous.
the chicken. Yeah.
It is viscous.
Viscosity.
Oh, man.
How you doing, Timmy?
I'm doing great. And just him eating that, tonight we were having a fun dinner. So the plan was to do a Flyers pizza night.
Yeah.
I mean, and they're always going to be high up on the chain, high up on the list. But seeing that Raising Cane's, that's the second time this week in 3 days. I think Wednesday he had it.
It's like Dom Taberi this week had back-to-back Popeyes days.
He did do back-to-back Popeyes. What's with the chicken this week? He had Chick-fil-A and 2 Canes.
I love
Dom
chicken.
did 2 Popeyes.
Beautiful.
Something's got to give. I might have to call an audible and do I don't know if a Caniac combo's big enough.
For you?
I might have to say.
He ate the 3-finger out there.
I might say, how many you got? And just put them in a tray.
I don't know why you even go to Cane's if you're going to get the 3-finger.
Give me the tailgate.
That's the kids' meal, right?
Yeah. No,
would you be caught dead eating the 3-finger?
It's not the kids' meal. The kids is 2.
I start at 4. And then it's a 4 or a Caniac is usually
minimum
my dilemma.
4.
Yeah, 4 is the
minimum.
Yeah, but then I'm adding on toast too.
4 is the box combo, right?
Yes,
that's right. Yeah, I think you're right.
And do you get that extra cane sauce when you get to that level?
No, you can request it.
You have to go Caniac level to get
gives you 2 sauces.
The extra sauce, yeah.
Yeah. So what are you doing tonight? Flyers or no?
Well, I'm not sure.
What would you get on the Flyers? What's the topping of choice?
I really do love the Old World pepperoni. With just that one topping is perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Jack loves sausage and pepperoni.
He likes all the meats.
He likes all the meats.
He wants it all.
I actually bargained with him to come down a little bit. I don't know. For me, with the thin cracker crust, I don't really prefer to have like 6 meats on it. I want to be able to taste all the goodness of
I don't know why there has to be bargaining. To me, there's a very simple explanation.
Half and half.
Get 2 pizzas.
Yeah, that too.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like that.
What are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I got a house with me, my one lovely wife, and the 7-year-old kid. We get 2 pizzas. One's just for me.
Are you getting your own large, or do you get like a different size
we get
pizza
2
for
mediums.
The second one? 2
normally.
mediums.
Yeah, 2 mediums.
Yeah. Yeah, we could do that tonight. But sometimes I will get the pizza. We'll also get a salad, and we'll get a stromboli, so we can share a little bit of all of it.
Yeah, that's
you know what I mean.
Good.
There's strombolis. I highly recommend them. The coating, it's almost like they've got this garlic bread effect on the exterior of that stromboli.
Oh,
it is very good with the dip and marinara. And the sausage one, it's got that sausage ball.
All right, you're giving me a chub.
Meatball. I mean,
what's coming up on the Buckeye Show tonight?
Coming up tonight, a lot of it's going to be our reactions on the landmark court case, the ruling yesterday. I mean, it's pay for play now. Amateurism seems to be dead. So this has
been dead for a long time, buddy.
It's been dead for a long time, but it's officially dead, and they have admitted to it now. So that's why it's big. And I'll tell you why it's kind of good, but also kind of bad for someone like Tyvis Powell.
Buckeye Show, Timmy and Tyvis. Top of the hour, right here on The Fan. Back page.
The Back Page. The Back Page. With Common Man and T-Bone.
Sponsored by Care Heating and Cooling. When you need a company you can trust, call 1-800-COOLING.
Bone.
Well, Mike, some news from the video game world. Atari has bought the Intellivision brand, ending the longest-running console war in history. Now, if you were like a child of the 80s, this should blow your mind, because at one point, these two brands, it was like Coke and Pepsi. They were like always at each other's throats.
We had Intellivision.
Right, and others had Atari, clearly. Atari even, I think it was Intellivision maybe, that they hired like an actor and they had like a whole commercial they made basically bashing Atari or the other way around. Either way, here's the thing. Atari, this is news to me, is still around. I didn't know Atari as a company still. I thought they would have been bought by someone else, and maybe the brand
Maybe
exists,
they were, and
well,
the
whatever.
name is still there.
They've continued to make video games? Is that what you're saying?
No.
Or like a subsidy?
It says founded in 1972, Atari is currently owned by France's Atari SA, formerly called Infogrames, and has focused on cultivating a lineup of retro games.
Tony the Frog's gay!
InfoWars. That's Alex Jones.
Wars.
Alex Jones is what you're thinking there. So there's that. So I guess good for everybody involved there. And I wanted to bring up a few things that I thought might interest you, Mike, about the Indy 500 when it comes to music.
Yeah.
Because today at the Indy 500 is a little tradition called Carb Day. It's a day where everyone eats pasta.
Oh, Tyvis can't go.
It's
like
not
the swimmers.
It's not that. It is, though, a day where they do like one final practice, and it's kind of a big party day. They have some bands there. The headliner is George Thorogood, George Thorogood and the Destroyers, plus the Gin Blossoms are the opening act before that. So Gin Blossoms were there.
Hey, jealousy.
They already played. They started at 3, so that's their set's over. But
gotta get ready for the bogey.
Well, that's right. They're going to be over here probably in a few weeks.
I don't think they are.
They should be.
They'd be a great bogey and get. They would.
I feel like maybe they haven't. Anyway, here's the other thing that's happening that might interest you on Sunday. Before the Indy 500, they always do a few different standby songs. They have the guy who sings the anthem for the Chicago Blackhawks, Jim Cornelison. He always sings Back Home Again in Indiana.
Oh, yeah.
Traditional thing. National anthem is going to be done by Jordan Sparks, who is a former, former American Idol, all that stuff. And then God Bless America will be saying, before those songs, they'll do God Bless America, then the other two I just mentioned. Philip Phillips.
Phillips.
He's back, baby.
I didn't know he had anything else.
Yeah, he's singing God Bless America at the...
He's not an Ohio guy, is he?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
But I'm just saying, if you watch the Indy 500, you'll get to see all those people singing those songs before they fire up the engines. So now you know.
Get Kevin James to go way over the top with the Gentlemen Start Your Engines. He did that at the Indy, wasn't that a viral clip?
Might have been a NASCAR race. Usually it's whoever owns the racetrack that does it at Indy.
Sorry, YouTube.
I'll have to go delete that.
Oh, yeah.
Phillips.
It's a no-no.
Phillips. All right, Buckeye Show's next. Everybody have a great long weekend. If you can, enjoy a cookout. I'm going to be gone next week, killing myself on the surface of the sun.
You're going to be walking around in Florida when it's 95 degrees. That's what you're saying.
That's right.
Okay.
Just me and my good old buddy, Ronnie D, hanging out in Florida. Ronnie D.
Tim's kid? Governor? The governor, as we call him? Yeah, gotcha.
Have a good holiday. Have a good week. Have a good weekend. Common Man and T-Bone on the Fan.
Fan traffic.
Sponsored by Meister's Bar and Pizza.
There's a 10-minute slowdown due to an accident blocking the left lane on eastbound 270 on the North Outer Belt after 23. And we have a small delay on westbound 70 downtown between the 71 East and West split. This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Mattress Firm's Memorial Day sale is here. Get a Sleepy's Queen mattress at the lowest price ever, just $89.99. This deal ends Tuesday, so don't wait. Visit Mattress Firm and save over 60%. In-store pickup only while supplies last. Find your nearest one today. I'm Nicole for 97.1 The Fan Traffic.
This is a fan action update.
This action update is brought to you by Tipico. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. The first college football game of the year is August 24th, a new era with the 12-team playoff. Here are the odds for teams to make the first 12-team playoff. Ohio State is minus 650 to make it, plus 440 to miss. Michigan is minus 110 to make the playoff and minus 110 to miss. Oregon minus 250 to make the playoff. Penn State minus 142. For your Tipico action update, I'm Scotty Vegas.
Your Memorial Day weekend haul can be found with One Stop at Meijer. Pick up fresh from Meijer 80% lean ground beef family pack for just $2.99 a pound. Plus, buy 5, save $5 on Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, Breyer's ice cream, and 24-pack Coca-Cola or Pepsi products, plus deposit where applicable. And rev up your savings and earn 50 points per gallon of gas pumped at any Meijer Express through June 1st. Get everything you need for Memorial Day this week at Meijer. Exclusions apply. See all the deals in the Meijer app.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
Hey, it's Bobby Carpenter. And when I was looking to get a new roof on my home, I wanted a company with staying power, a company that had been in business for more than 30 years, built on the principles of honesty, integrity, and transparency. Well, there was nowhere else to go than Newman Roofing. 32 years later, and hundreds of 5-star reviews from customers that have been blown away with the service that they've received. Some of the customers now, well, they've been around so long, they're getting their second Newman roof, and that speaks to the quality and the way Tim and his team do things. During a time where service is lacking in the service industry, companies like Newman Roofing are leading the way, providing white glove experience to all of their customers, just like they did to me and my family. So when it comes time to get your roof replaced, you're going to want to go with a company you can trust, and that's Newman Roofing. Don't just get a roof, get a Newman roof. Call 614-NEW-ROOF or go visit them online at newmanroofing.com. That's newmanroofing.com.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact, every bite is better with Pepsi.
Hey, it's Anthony from my friends at Germain Honda of Dublin. You know what Rich is up to? He's got Memorial Day sales going all month long. Interest rates starting as low as 1.90% on the 2024s. The Civic LX sedan, the Accord LX sedan, and CRV LX two-wheel drives. And he's going to throw you an extra $1,000 for your trade. He wants to give you the best deal in town, and you will not be disappointed. Germain Honda of Dublin is my Honda dealer in Central Ohio, and hopefully yours. On Sawmill